Hello, welcome aboard the Kellaran Expresss. So glad, have your ticket ready once you find your seat. We are just gonna have a great time aboard this train. I'm sure nothing is gonna go wrong. No bad things are gonna happen on this train. Why would they? Now, before we get started, I would love to introduce our wonderful cast, some new faces, some old faces, some faces you've only seen in shocked surprise when he's accidentally popped up on the screen during a session. So I'm gonna have everybody go around, name, pronouns, where you can be found on the internet. If you want to plug any projects you're working on, feel free. And I want you all to answer the question. If you could have any Build-A-Bear from, like, Build-A-Bear Workshop, what's your dream Build-A-Bear? My name is Mara. I use they, them pronouns. I can be found on the internet as @CollegeOfLoreDropout or just Lore Dropout. You can also find so many of my articles about books and Dungeons & Dragons and other TTRPGs out there. I write for Book Riot and Wargamer. Go read them. I'm a good writer. Let's see. If I could have any Build-A-Bear, I desperately want a Build-A-Bear that's actually just a Dala horse, which are these little Swedish wooden horses. They're very dear to me, and I would love one. That's it. Reed, would you go?
Hello, I'm Reed or Snail. You can find me on TikTok at DND5E, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Snail5E. I finally posted on Instagram. What? And I also stopped yelling at people on Twitter for a change. What? But we'll see how long that stays, because Witches of the Coast is being problematic, as usual. You can find me here. I do so many things here. This is my house. Thank you so much for being here in my home. I hope you think it's comfy and you enjoy your stay. And that's me.
Beautiful, thank you. VJ, please introduce yourself.
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is VJ Harris. My pronouns are they, them, and he, him. I am a freelance TTRPG designer, and I've worked on a bunch of stuff for personal and other, like, fuck me, what are they called? Damn.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Okay, you're doing so good.
Publishers. Other publishers. That's what it is. Publishers. Yes, thank you. You can find me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. There's literally nothing there yet. Twitch. Also very little there, and maybe YouTube as VJH Creations. Literally everything I've ever done in my life is in my link tree, which is just linktree/VJH Creations. And what am I working on right now? An Elf and an Orc had a little baby volume 3, the final volume. And you can find me on Saturdays over on Total Party Kiss, Strange Hunger's horror campaign, where I'm a very, very sexy tiefling.
Let me just say, I plug Elf and an Orc Had a Little Baby Volume 1 and Volume 2 whenever I can, because I think it's the best D&D supplement out there. If you read one D&D's like most recent release and you were kind of disappointed by it, go get this supplement and use it instead. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
Correct.
Thank you.
Correct.
I am gonna fall to pieces at that endorsement. Build-A-Bear. Okay.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to talk about Build-A-Bear too!
That's okay. VJ, we'll come back to you, Reed. Yeah.
Okay, so I own it. Tied to an Elf and Orc Had a Little Baby. I love not tieflings. I love mind flayers, and we got some artwork because one of the parents are going to be a mind flayer, and I would love to have the Build-A-Bear be the mind flayer tiefling that we have on the cover art with just the little tentacles. It's cute. It's so fucking cute.
Love that. Reed, what's your Build-A-Bear?
If I were to have a Build-A-Bear, I would want just like a miniature version of my dog. Just like, nice. He looks exactly the same. Everything is perfect. He's just small and not alive.
Perfect. Alright. Miller, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. You guys, as Mara said, you guys have probably seen me for like 0.2 seconds when there's technical issues. But now there's no technical issues and I'm here. Hi, I'm Miller. I use he, they pronouns, preference to the he. You can find me on Miller Aubrey basically everywhere. Every once in a while, you have to add a Y. And speaking of Miller Aubrey, I do have to show you guys everyone my shirt because this is a hit in the Starlight Tales Discord. I just have it. You guys haven't seen it, so here we go.
It's Miller Aubrey time.
Miller Aubrey time. If you need to know how to spell it. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. Yeah. Oh, Build-A-Bear. I have my dream Build-A-Bear, and I got it literally 2 weeks ago, and it's a pink frog.
Cute.
Yeah. It's my love. I named them Peas Blossom. So.
Aww.
My baby.
They're cute.
Yeah. That's me.
Beautiful. James.
Hi everyone, I'm James. You can find me on TikTok at NiceOneJames. I don't post, but you can find me there. You can also find me other places if you throw an underscore or two in there. It's like a scavenger hunt. I don't know, all of them are taken. What do you want me to do? I'm sorry. You can also find me in Arc 9 of Unprepared Casters, Once Upon a Crime. Episodes are coming out every Monday wherever you get your podcasts. If you like crime, if you like fey bullshit, I've got an arc for you. It's got both of them in there, and it's a great time. I use she, they pronouns. I forgot to say that. Also, Build-A-Bear. Okay, so when this question started, I did think it was like, what existing Build-A-Bear would you want? And so I have that answer, and I'm gonna give that answer because I don't have the other answer. I just found out the other day they have like a werewolf bear for Halloween, and I unironically, as a 26-year-old, almost asked my mom if we could go to Build-A-Bear. So, yes, that's my answer. I will get my hands on him. I don't know how, but I will.
I love that very much. Thank you so much. Chat, if you want to tell us what your dream Build-A-Bear is, existing or otherwise, in the chat, we would love to know. Now into some announcements. A reminder that this Saturday we will not be streaming our tales regularly. However, and the finale of Pirate King is gonna rerun this weekend, so if you didn't get a chance to watch it, we're gonna be here on Twitch. Well, we're not gonna be here. The ghost of ourselves in the Pirate King game is gonna be there playing the game. You know how technology works.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a great time. Next week we have our penultimate episode of Dead Zone, which is horrific and wonderful, and I'm gonna sob when it ends, and I'm gonna be sobbing out of terror while it's happening. So don't miss that. As always,
That's a glowing review. Thank you, Mara.
You're welcome. Especially for me, because I'm not usually a crier, so that means big things. Reminder, we have merch up for sale, and I believe that is all of our
Follow us places.
Follow us on the internet. We're great and funny and hot and amazing and good people. Yeah. Okay. I think that's everything. So without further ado, we're gonna throw it to the intro and be back here for Miter on the Kellaran Expresss.
Alright, intro. We be back.
Welcome back. Welcome aboard the Kellaran Expresss. It's a lovely train. It circles the entire planet of Basilica, which is a planet shaped like a donut. This because of the different gravity differentials depending on where you live on the planet. Long ago, it was decided that the capital city would be built on a incredibly long train that would circle the donut and have different gravity stabilizers involved, so nobody would ever have to worry about not being able to come make their voice heard at the capital. We see our lovely gang of assistants and interns following a elderly man. He's kind of barking orders at them and saying, grab that, and they're all kind of, scrambling after, and they make their way onto the train. Next, we see a tall silver dragonborn walking very importantly, kind of turning around and mentioning something to a black half-elven woman who's writing something down, taking notes for him, and they pass a young green tiefling who kind of makes eye contact with the assistant, and they kind of slightly smile at each other. He goes and sits on a bench next to a human woman about middle-aged, who's just grabbing her bags, trying to get everything ready. She gets up and starts talking to a lovely half-orc woman, and the two of them enter the train, followed by a wood elf. And soon the station clears, and the train pulls out and into the world. It is late at night, and at night, as is custom on the Kellaran Express, all of the cars are locked in magically. You have everything you need in your car, and there's also a transportation field, so nobody who wishes to do harm could pop in and out of the car as it passes them, because there are nobles and dignitaries and political leaders, and so everything has to be safe as possible. As you are all making your way, on one end of the train is your boss, Herbert von Hamlin II's room, and you all find yourselves sharing a room. There's a wall of bunk beds, like 3 on each wall. The bottom one, the mattress flips up to make a desk for you all to get your work done. It is evening, and so I'm going to have you all, one by one, go around, introduce yourselves, and tell us what you do for Mr. Herbert von Hamlin. VJ, take it away. You're muted.
Sam.
Happens to the best of us.
Yes. Hi. Yes. I'm Tygan Longhold. And out of character. Very beautiful, leonine mane of hair, dark brown skin, kind of. The mane itself is more of like a whitish color. Long tail, very sharp but low claws on fingers. Yes, hi, I'm Tygan Longhold. I have the absolute pleasure to be the speechwriter for our amazing boss. I am super happy to be here, and I'm just trying to do well to the Longhold name, especially after graduating from the college, of course. And I think he has a couple of little space rocks that he get from another planet that just tosses in the air, and then they start acting funny, gravity's weird. But yeah.
Beautiful. Reed, please introduce your character to us.
Sure. You see a feminine individual, about 5'6", 5'7". The roots of their hair are this light icy blue color, and then as the hair grows out, there's this gradient where as it shifts from blue into a more indigo and then down to a violet color. Has these piercing blue eyes that are the same blue as the roots of her hair. This is Chaya von Hamlin, who uses she/they pronouns. Kind of seems to be wearing a pair of glasses that are on the top of their head that very clearly are not used for actual seeing. They're more of a fashion statement. Dressed really, really nicely. It works as the research assistant for her grandfather, Herbert von Hamlin II. Has kind of what looks to be rings around a couple of their fingers, but if you look closer, you can tell that they're actually flowers. The stems of the flowers twist, and then the blossoms are kind of the gemstones. And yeah, that's Chaya.
Beautiful. Yeah. James, please introduce your character to us.
Absolutely. So I'm playing Caster Runeshine, uses they, he pronouns, and is a satyr. Kind of has this white blonde hair, constantly pushed back, 2 little horns sticking out the front. Pretty much always has this carefree sideways grin on their face. Dresses a little more casually than probably you should be for a professional job. Gold toned shirt that's unbuttoned one too many, and a scarf that's not even tied. It's just kind of hanging there. Probably sitting way too far back back in this seat. I don't know if I said the champion fighter. I don't remember if I said that. Yeah, it really just looks like a guy who is here, huh? And that's the extent of it.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful. And last but certainly not least, Miller.
You all see just about like definitely less than 6 feet, but like about like 5'10" humanoid with pale skin and just white hair. That's about shoulder length, but he keeps it up in like a messy bun or does his best, or almost like a half up, half down situation. But he has dark eyebrows, and he's wearing like a muted blue turtleneck, a gray blazer with like golden embroideries on the like cuffs and the ends, and with black jeans, black like dress pants. Like he dressed up for this. He also has little like, is that what they're called? Like tortoiseshell glasses? Like when they've got the, he's got reading glasses in his shirt, and he always looks like he's just a little, there's just a little too much tension in his shoulders, just a little bit. His name is Romeo. Romeo Astrofel. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. So this group of 4, you're usually 5, but for this journey, it's just the 4 of you. It's rare that you share such an enclosed space all together. Usually you're kind of out and about the office, popping in and out, running errands, that sort of thing. So it's rare that you are all in such a confined space together. How's that going, everybody?
I think there's like a clear divide where like Castor and Chaya have picked one of the bunk beds and kind of have left the other one to Tigan and to Romeo.
2 things. One, I think Tigan is enjoying it because it's just more access to people watching that isn't like super weird as long as he's as long as he's not watching at weird moments, because he zones out sometimes while thinking about something. It'll look like he's looking at you when he's not. Second thing I forgot to say, Tigan is 6'1". Love me tall boys.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he's happy.
I think Castor has like probably a really important piece of paper, like that's actually genuinely important to the work someone is doing, and is just like kind of folding it very intensely, and every couple of minutes like holding it out to Chaya and going, I don't know, does this look like anything? So
it kind of looks like a swan. A little. Is that
shit, that's what I was going for.
Ah, look at
oh my god, I
that.
did it! I just taught myself for it. What am I gonna do for the rest of the workday if I taught myself for a god in the first?
Make a dinosaur.
No, you're right. You're so right. Unfold probably says like budget expense report and then starts refolding it.
Romeo is probably claimed the top bunk, and he's looking through. I forgot to mention he's the accounting intern. He's probably just looking through like I should have looked into what an accountant is and what they do. Like whatever.
It's a fantasy world. They can do whatever you want.
The one where they keep track of the money. He's probably going through that, like working very intently, but just keep hearing whatever like Castor and Chaya are doing, and it's like, oh my god, I can't say anything. I can't say anything. He's just doing his best to just not even look at what they're doing, because he knows it's going to just cause him more agita. Yeah.
Now, if you want to go for like a velociraptor, you need to make sure that the legs and are like much longer than the arms. That's like important. Right?
Oh shit! I don't know if I have enough paper. Here, wait, I got. He's gonna like reach over and try and grab another piece of paper, just anything that's laying in arm's reach. Start like. Probably rips it in half, if we're being real.
Yeah,
and
I
then
think
starts crafting little legs.
If you need scissors, I have some in my.
No, I got it. I'm good. I'm
okay.
like really strong, so I can just like rip it, and then I don't know. Is that anything? Is that legs are like this long? Like that.
Romeo, you hear in your head, which is this is a regular occurrence with Tigan when in mixed company. We really are the only ones that do work, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he'll because it's a cantrip, he'll do message back and forth so they can keep having this conversation. And just God, I bet you they get paid more than us too. Well, not that money's really an issue for me.
How
Or
does that... Yeah, it's not? Am I the only one in this room where money is an actual thing that they need to think about?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. But I do. Unlike these two, when I applied for this, I made sure like my last name wasn't involved in it, so I could get here on my own merits. Because nobody really knows who I am besides the Longhold name. But yeah, no, I don't really need it. I just like to write and put my mark on the world.
Yeah. I also want to put my mark on the world as a really good accountant. Did they rip the paper?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, and then not in message, he's gonna say out loud and say, "Guys,
Yo, what's up?
please don't rip the papers. What did you rip?"
Oh shit, was this yours? So it was like on the table. I thought they was like for grabbing.
Can I see what
Come
paper?
on. It wasn't that important.
Looks at this badly crafted velociraptor. I mean, I'd have to like take it apart.
Don't make them take it apart.
The legs are like really good. I think they're really to scale,
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I could try reading it. and
Oh yeah,
taking
shit,
it
there you
apart.
go. When I hand over the velociraptor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, dude. It was just like there, so I thought.
It was probably there because
Mhm.
we needed to look at it.
Oh. Didn't even think of
Yeah.
that. I thought it was like for paper for grabbing, just for like fun.
Grabbing paper?
Yeah.
That's a
you don't have
thing?
grabbing paper?
No.
Yeah.
It's just paper.
Usually when I'm in rooms, there's like grabbing paper.
Hey, bud, I think you're just taking paper.
That doesn't feel true, but okay. Everybody comes from their own like life experience, I don't want to like disavow yours. So
Thank you. Thank you so much.
you're welcome. This is why I'm like the community guy. It's like I relate to the community. Like I get it.
Yeah, you definitely get everyday folk, don't you?
Thanks. I do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, can you read it or?
I can pick out words. He's gonna do
good.
his
Yeah, it's
best.
fine.
Isn't it such a good velociraptor though? Like,
Oh, it's
come
the best.
on.
Yeah. It's
Yeah?
the best velociraptor ever.
I really think I got something here.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It's impressive.
It's good to have a fallback plan from the Marion games. Not like that I'm gonna need it because I'm gonna win them. But it's nice to know I have one.
Mm-hmm.
Do we?
Yeah.
Do we actually think Caster could win?
He's pretty strong. Like this is a strong and broad person.
okay,
So
okay.
maybe.
Okay.
First
So
roll, I want you to make an insight check to see if you think Caster could win the Minion games.
I have a quick. Can I make a
Everybody or
persuasion check
just
to help
DJ?
this?
I mean, everyone can, but specifically Tygan. Like,
Okay.
I want you to know I have a -2 to all things that have to do with wisdom.
But...
It's hell yeah.
Oh no.
Listen, I went the route of being a slightly stronger wizard than being a weak one.
valid.
Oh,
So
good.
18 insight.
1, not natural. It's a 3 -2.
Slutty one.
Hell yes.
a dirty, slutty one.
I got 15 insight.
15. Yeah, roll persuasion, James.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna try and not roll the natural one for the second roll.
You can do it.
It's not good. What's my charisma? That is a... Where's persuasion? 12.
So, sports can be physical games, but they can also be mental games. And he's at least got one of those things.
You're so true.
So, you can do it that way, you will.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're gonna do so good when you eventually go into the games. Like,
I think so
no
too.
one's gonna be able to go. So, is your goal just to win the games, or is your what after that?
I can't think that far. I don't know, maybe I could do it. I don't know. Has anyone ever done it twice? I bet I could do it twice.
I don't think so. That's
Yeah?
fun.
Yeah. It's fine, As Just do it twice.
Just keep doing it as many times until you can't do it anymore. See how many times you can win.
When you win, you probably get people who want you to bodyguard. I don't know how it works. I'm just I'm open. I know what my destiny is, which is to win the myriad games, and then I'm gonna do that, and then whatever comes after that, I don't know. Just go where my heart takes me.
I'm so glad
I love that.
Win the myriad games? Me too. Thank you.
And also, just go with the wind. Not have any
right.
plans.
It's the life.
Yeah.
So, you just sometimes you gotta go where the astral tides take you. Too many people they get caught up trying to fight it.
That was
Amen.
Deep.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the money stuff.
Yeah, no, you're so true.
Yeah, you do your work or whatever.
Yeah.
No, we're having a fun conversation or anything.
Anyone have requests for number 3?
Isn't there work that you two have as well?
I mean, there's not a lot of community here for me to relate to.
I finished it already.
Kind of on the back burner.
I
community.
Looked at so many plants. I took so many samples. I'm done. So.
Romeo's gonna message Kaya and be like, "Did you?"
No.
Do you want me to do that for you?
Yeah. Thank you for offering.
Of course.
Yeah, so I'm done with it. So.
It is. At about this.
Yes,
at about this time.
DM, please go talk.
Yes. Yes, as you are all enjoying each other's company, more or less, talking through the things you have to get done for your big day tomorrow, you all hear a absolutely bone-chilling scream coming from the cabin of Mr. Herbert von Hamlin II himself. There are 2 doors. One, your compartment is connected, or you could go out in the hallway to go in, but you just hear a shout and then silence. What are you all doing?
Do you think he tripped or something? That was kind of loud.
I'm running to go check.
I think when Tygan gets startled, he shifts some part of his face, just a minor detail. But he's currently looking at Romeo. So Romeo, you would notice something shifting on his face, maybe his nose gets wider nostrils, the mouth shape changes from the lean one to something, or the teeth just get incredibly long before.
I'm gonna shove the origami. What was it? A triceratops? What's it?
Velociraptor?
It was some
Come
dinosaur.
on.
Sorry.
Hello.
I'm gonna shove the Velociraptor into Tygan's face and say, "Oh, look how great this is."
I mean, you're kind of smushing it, but.
Yes, this is very nice. And to point, it's we should fall higher.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Good idea. Let's go.
Papa!
What door are you going for?
Yeah, all of them. Do I know which one he's in?
Well, so you're right next to his compartment, so you can share a door to get directly into his compartment, or there's one, you can go out in the hall, go around, and go in.
Why would I walk further? Just the one right there.
Great. Yeah, you wrench the door open, and you see your grandfather face down, in the middle of the room, not breathing.
I run up. Can I do some sort of medicine check?
Go for it.
11.
No sign of a pulse.
Guys?
Yeah.
We're coming.
He's dead.
Huh?
Who?
Herbert.
like dead, or like this is a fun joke that he's playing?
What kind of? Have you ever known Herbert?
I don't.
Yes, my whole life actually I've known him. Yeah.
No. I was gonna say to Catherine, have you ever known Herbert to play?
I mean, I haven't died either.
Everybody,
like 50-50. Oh, you know, they're the same odds.
You're all assembling. Can everybody make me a quick perception check just as you run into this room to see what's going on?
Are you sure it's not investigation?
No investigation. Please, God,
it?
no.
What was it again?
Perception.
Oh, beautiful.
Just as you're running in, what do you see?
25.
All right.
25?
19.
13.
13? 19?
6.
Nice.
Oh.
So, Haya, with your high roll, you notice that
My Chaya
sticking-
roll?
I was
your
holding it in.
Haya roll, you notice, sticking out of his neck is a pin, a large pin that looks like a pitchfork. This is immediately recognizable to you, because in your official uniforms, this is a pin that everybody in the agricultural department wears for official business. You have one, all of the interns have one in their, like, uniforms, like, giant official looking pin is jabbed into his neck. You also notice that there seems to be some sort of, like, magical residue, almost like a bird mark on his clothes, like a spell has been cast. You can't tell more without investigation. James, what you notice is that as you're looking around, all of the windows in this compartment are locked. Miller, as you're looking around, you notice that the door to the hallway also locked. And Tygan, there's a dead body on the ground, and it's your boss.
Yes, I'm occupied with. I think this is the most blood they've ever seen in their life.
Sure.
First thing I want to do is I want to look at my companions and make sure everybody still has their pin.
You notice your good friend Castor is not actively wearing a pin right now.
Cool. Then I want to kind of like roll my grandfather over and see if he's wearing his pin.
I don't think we're supposed to touch the body in circumstances like this. And all the things that I've read, I don't think you're supposed to touch the body.
Okay, what if I like?
It's because it's gross.
What if I like touch it with like not my hands? Is that okay?
I don't think you're supposed to touch it at all. What if the proper authorities are supposed to? Who do we know who investigates this? Who are the
like security on the train you could call? You also know that there are other people like in this car with you. I'm
just gonna touch him with my foot. Is that okay?
You're gonna kick your dead grandpa?
I'm not going to kick him. I'm going to gently roll him over.
Okay.
Shut up! You're my number one suspect right now, Castor.
What did I do?
Nothing right now,
Castor
maybe.
was
And I'm
with
gonna.
us.
Tygan?
Yeah, I was making sick origami in the
Oh my
back.
god! Tygan pulls out like goes through like small notebooks. Like, what are you supposed to do for this? And I think before he gives you an answer, you would have done it. He's like,
Yeah,
what are we supposed to do in this situation?
I'll like put my foot up under him and then like roll him over.
As you roll him over, he's not a small dude. It takes a little bit of time and effort to kind of get him all the way rolled over, using only your foot. He kind of flumps over, and you see that he has a very kind of peaceful look on his face, but you do see more evidence of this kind of magical. It's not like he got burned or anything, but there's this weird, just kind of almost like soot-like residue kind of splashed across him.
And is he wearing his pin?
He is wearing his pin.
Okay.
Do all of us see that soot like stuff?
Yeah, now that he's turned over, you all would see it.
Oh.
Tygan, will you come look at this?
Yes, of course.
Where's your pin, Castor?
What? Wait, it's right. It's right. Fuck. I think I left it at home. Oh, you know what? I remember I had a sweater. I had a sweater that I was gonna wear, and then I put it on. And I was like, this looks like I do too much work. So I took it off. I probably put the pin on the sweater. Took the sweater. You know me. Why?
Can I insight check that?
Check.
Sure.
Roll a deception or persuasion. Don't tell us which, just tell us the number.
Okay. Mara, I don't know what I'm rolling. What? I'm gonna pick one.
I got a natural 20.
Oh shit.
I got like I don't know, fucking 24 or something, but it's not natural 20. I mean, I think the caster genuinely doesn't know, and that comes through. I don't know if the sweater thing was true. I think you get the sense he probably did like put his sweater on and then take it off, and then put it on and then take it off. But yeah, they don't know.
I think I found it.
Where? Oh shit! Oh, gross.
Yeah.
No offense to your grandfather.
No, it's not fucking gross. You can call it gross. It's, I'm not gonna take it. Cool. He's also dead, so you can't defend him anymore.
Yeah, no, you're true.
We have like magic to bring people back, right? Maybe we should not be standing here and maybe go find really someone who can like.
No, you're. I can go like yell in the hall for someone.
Sure, that'd be great.
Or you can call security. Like.
I can do both. I'm great at yelling. Can I stick my head out the door that leads outside? First of all, do I see anything as I stick my head out before I start yelling?
No, doors are all closed. You do notice that the door to the hallway is locked, and you have to unlock it before you open the door.
Interesting. Caster will remember that. I'm gonna stick my head out, and even though it's in the middle of the night, just go, hey, can we get security? And also, anybody know how to, like, bring a dead guy back?
Wow.
Both would be good. Maybe either, maybe both. I don't really know. Thanks so much. We're in, I don't know what cabin we're in, but I'll say the number. Yeah. Everything's fine in here, don't worry.
While that's happening, can I take a look at this residue?
Absolutely. You can make a Arcana check, Nature check, whatever you feel.
Of course I'm gonna go with fucking Arcana. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I am in fact proficient in that, so that's a +8.
Ooh.
Which I don't actually need. 26.
Nice. With the 26, what kind of, you know what? No, I'll do this. You know that this was some sort of, like, high-level smite spell would leave this kind of residue. It's a little hard to tell the exact kind. But it would have to be a pretty powerful one to take him down in, 1 or 2 hits.
Do I think, as the learned wizard that I am, if I were to cast Identify on this particular thing, that I would get more information, like specifics on the like I have the general, okay, it's some type of smite, like specifics on the spell, or would detect magic be better for that, because I do have both prepared.
Detect magic would be the better option, but yeah, up to you.
Yeah, I'm going to sit down.
Okay.
Making sure, like, looking around to make sure I'm not, like, sitting on any evidence and whatnot, and start ritually casting Detect Magic. It's gonna take 10 minutes.
Perfect.
Kaya's shit-talking you the whole time. Really? My grandfather is dead and you couldn't even use a spell slot? Like, really? You're just gonna, like, sit and ritually... Really? You've decided that now is the time to not use it? Okay, sure. Yeah, Tigan. No, go for it. No, that's fine.
What happens if we, heaven forbid, have to get into some type of combat situation, and
one first-level spell slot is really going to make a difference?
You never know. And as he's doing this, he starts citing off historical battles and fights where, well, if he hadn't used all of his magical abilities beforehand, he would have survived. Or, do you remember the battle of such and such between the commander and the pirate captain? And it's like, listen, there are lots of historical evidence of how you should conserve where you can. He's not getting any less dead.
Okay, hey. What? Look, Taigen has some points, but also Thaya, I understand you're coming from like a very emotional and personal place. And I also
But
understand.
you think I'm too emotional? Is that what you're telling
That's
me?
not what I said. I'm so sorry.
Okay. That's okay. Thank you for apologizing.
Yeah, you're so welcome. You know what?
When we talked about this, I didn't realize I had to be mean to you. And now that I'm being mean to you, I'm sad.
Oh,
I love you, Miller.
I love you too. No, I'm thriving. I love this. Okay. Game plan. Let's put our heads together. Where is everyone? Can we hear anyone coming? You yelled pretty loud, Caster.
yeah, I'm really good at yelling.
Yeah, at about this time, you would in fact hear, coming down the hallway, going, what is it now? Is the...
Very quickly.
Yeah?
I want to take my grandfather's pin and put it on Caster.
Alright.
Is it bloody?
You
Are
would
you
have to wipe
freaking-
blood on it.
That's
I
fine.
prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright. Perfect. Stick it on Caster. You see coming in is a tall silver dragonborn who you all would recognize as Vinyevi, the Minister of Defense. I will put the name in the chat. Don't you even worry about it.
Oh, God bless.
It's a good name.
That's a beautiful
Yeah.
name. Oh,
I came up
Oh,
with
we
it.
love an apostrophe.
Oh,
Do.
yeah.
Love an apostrophe.
So no
Uh,
one understands. Unite.
He comes in and goes, what is it now? I mean, fuck. And runs forward. And kind of bends down. And, is like, I need you all to tell me what happened right now.
And we were in our quarters, and then we heard like a scream, and so we came to investigate. And then, bonk, no more grandfather.
I took a quick look at the body, and it appears that this mark was from a particularly powerful smite ability. I'm currently in the middle of casting detect magic to see if I can't get any additional information from that.
Also, like, all the doors and windows were locked. Which is, like, weird, right?
As they after this, I cast a message very quickly, once to each of them, and say, "Don't tell anything else. Everyone on this train is a suspect." And I do that 3 times to each of them.
And that's it. That's all that happened.
I'm sorry. How did you said all the doors and windows were locked?
Yeah, I did. Looks over at Romeo, looks back. I did say that, yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So how did you all get in?
Locked the door.
Yeah. It has like a little, it can be kind of confusing at first, but it has one of those like little twisty things and you gotta like twist it. So we did that.
Need us to show you. We can tell you how we did it. The
The
door must have locked when we walked in, right?
Not the door to your compartment, no.
Cool. Nothing. Just zip, zap. Nope. Not saying that out loud.
Alright. You, points at Tigan, you can stay until this is done, until you figure out what's going on. The rest of you, he's gonna make an insight check, as you're all kind of looking back and forth at each other. Can you all make me a persuasion or deception check, whatever fits best?
Oh, I am persuasive. And I didn't lie.
26 deception.
Oh my God.
Perfect.
My highest stat is my charisma. Yes, I am a druid.
Hey, me too. I got a 27.
Yeah, I also did really good with my 8.
I got a 16 on persuasion.
Nice.
So
Alright. You two.
Yeah?
Hiya.
No, not me.
Romeo, you get back in there. Caster, come here.
This is
Why?
this is my like my literal actual grandfather's dead body because I like stay for a minute.
All right, Caster, follow me. Don't touch anything. This is an active crime scene.
Can I insight check this man? Because they're scary. Also, pronouns?
He, him.
Sick. Okay. Come on, James. Roll above a 10. Or don't. That's fine, too.
No!
That's an 8. Again, I rolled a 2.
You know that this is a very, like, he's always super intimidating. When he was kind of looking at all of you, I think you get the sense that he honed in that you specifically were hiding something.
Cool. That's fine for me. Yeah, sure. I mean, I kind of, like, don't want to go too far from them, just as I am very clearly
just in the hallway.
In the room. Oh, all right. Okay, yep. I'll be right back. You guys, don't take all the grabbing paper. Walks.
It's not a thing.
It is a thing!
Kind of pulls you out into the hallway. You see Sarah, black half-elven woman, kind of poke her head out of her bot room.
Cabin?
Cabin, thank you. I was stuck on carriage. That's not the right word.
You're so true.
Out of the cabin and goes,
word. Isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
Carriage is a word, but it's not the word.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're so true.
There we go. Thank you. I have a brain sometimes.
I know.
Kind of goes, what's going on out here?
Hey, Sarah.
Yelling, are you okay? What's wrong? And, Vignette goes, don't. Kind of leans in and goes, it appears, Herbert von Hamlin has been murdered. Would you go wake up the others and, we're gonna get everybody together, make sure everyone's accounted for. He goes, yeah, of course, right away. And runs off, kind of down the hallway and starts knocking on doors. Vignette comes up to you, Caster. What did you see when you walked into that room?
When we went in the room?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the guy was dead on the ground, and that was not fun. All the doors and windows were locked? The thing that I said before?
Right, so all the doors and windows were locked, so did you have to unlock the door to get in, or was it unlocked?
Well, I mean, that's what I saw when I got in. Like, I didn't turn to look at the one. I don't know, like, if Haya unlocked it, I don't know what the deal is. I think just kind of walked in and looked around and went, man, all the doors and windows in my vision, which is not the one behind me, sure are locked, huh? And then there was, like, a dead guy on the ground, so it kind of turned to that one, you know? And then I was in the hall yelling. I think you probably heard that one.
Yeah, I did hear that one.
Yeah, I'm really good at yelling.
Right. Yeah. Listen, Caster, if you think of anything else, do come and tell me.
Yeah, I don't think of things very often, so don't get your hopes up. But no, yeah, for sure, dude.
Right. Kind of give you a once-over. Goes, I would say don't go too far, but it seems we're all locked in this car for the night, so...
Yeah, it's like the whole thing. Being on the train. Yeah. I mean, hey, it's good news, right? Because that means whoever killed the dude is probably, like, here.
And let's hope one of us aren't next. Kind of gives you a pat on the shoulder and ominously goes following Sarah.
Caster very clearly gives him, like, a look, and then walks away. Sorry, can I go back now? Am I just supposed to, like, stay here? What's
just
the deal?
waves his hand behind for you to go.
Cool. Does he seem to be not going back in the room?
He's going to join Sarah. You can see them knocking on the different cabin doors, kind of letting people know what's going on.
Can I walk back in the room just enough that I'm out of sight, but, like, stay against the wall, leave the door cracked a little bit, and try and listen to the conversations that are going on?
Absolutely. We'll get back to you in just a second. At about this time, Tigrin, your bell finishes up. You can tell that this was a banishing smite of some kind. Was cast on this. It's weird. It definitely seems a little inauthentic, I guess is what you can tell. Like, it's not it's almost like the spell was tampered with a little bit, because Banishing Smite doesn't usually leave this residue, but it's definitely like the remainder of a Banishing Smite spell.
Like the magic subsides. Like I think whenever he does like his ritual stuff, his eyes glow like a silvery color that I imagine his magic is. And it like kind of infuses through his mane, just resides, and Tygan is just sitting there contemplating this information, not speaking for a long while unless somebody says something to him.
Tygan, Tygan, are you done? Did you finish?
Yes. Yes. So this is particularly strange.
Yeah, I know, my grandfather's dead. That's really weird.
Not. I mean, yes, but not just that. So it was as I already said, it was a smite, but it was a banishing smite, which is a particularly powerful type of smite.
What does that do?
It's, well, if I'm recalling it correctly, it on top of dealing in a lot of damage. You think he was gonna go with a different word, but then just lost it and came back, which is a common thread with him sometimes. It's also supposed to send you off to another plane of existence, but you don't stay there. It only lasts for a short amount of time if you get sent there, and only if the person who actually cast it is able to concentrate correctly and doesn't get dealt any damage and have their concentration lost. So the thing that's actually kind of really weird to me is, like, we heard the yell, and less than a minute later or so, well, maybe not for us, but maybe for you, less than a minute later, you were in here. So he would have he would have been sent somewhere, and then either the ability was dropped or interrupted somehow and then came back, and he's just rambling on about like the applications of branding smite, but
what like level of magic does somebody need to be capable of in order to cast that?
5th.
Well, it's really different between all of us, right? Because some of us are more pure magic entities versus the.
Hey, Tygan. Hey, thank you so much for casting that spell.
Sorry.
No.
Wait.
No,
I know I'm rambling. There is one other thing though. It's obviously been tampered with somehow. The banishing smite. It's not supposed to leave this kind of residue. My understanding is that it's more of like a pure force ability. When somebody gets hit with it, it's just wham and it's done. It shouldn't be like, I think I would expect this to be more of like a searing smite or something, which actually does, I believe, radiant or maybe fire damage of some sort to leave this kind of residue. But something's been done to this.
Yes, Romeo, speak.
Thank you. So whoever used this is either a very high level or like very powerful person who can normally cast this, or they're very good with magic. And they're good with experimenting with magic. Either way, they should not be... This is a real threat. Either way.
Mm-hmm. And also, is there anything else magical that like he does, like detect magic goes out to like detect magic goes out to magic within 30 feet. Yeah. Is there anything else that lasts for him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Minutes. Just throughout the entire train.
Who's got it?
So you know, like a couple other things glow on Herbert's body. You see he has like a stone of far speech in his pocket. He's got a couple magical, you know, he's got like his shoes have some magic, you know, just kind of there's some latent magical things in his clothing. You also know that each of the diplomats have a small lead-lined pouch that nobody is allowed to investigate. They can put whatever they want in there, and it won't show up. So there are a few things around the train that, kind of light up as you're looking around, but you would know going around, having worked for Mr. Von Hamlin, that some of them won't show up because they're purposefully obstructed.
I think Ty can also add, I think something else that belies a very powerful individual is either the ability to teleport from the scene, but within the confines of the train, or to be invisible. Because we were here very quickly, and if Castor is correct, the doors besides our own was locked, and it wasn't open when we came in. So this individual was either invisible and stayed in here with us until the other door was unlocked and then slipped out, or could teleport away to another section of the train.
Good observations, thank you.
We're gonna cut back over to Castor. You are kind of peeking out, listening. You hear Sarah kind of talking in hushed tones to someone who you would actually recognize this the person she's talking to as Carry-On. They're a
Sorry.
Yeah, they're a green tiefling who actually used to work on Herbert's staff, but is now works permanently on the train. And you hear her kind of whispering to Carry-On, saying, "Look, it's bad, but we can't let them know, okay? So we just have to pretend it never happened." And he goes, "Right, I agree. With you. We'll keep this under wraps. Don't you worry. We're not gonna let some dead guy get in between this. All right?" She goes, "Right. Okay. I have to get back to Vinyavi. Okay." And that's all you hear.
Is this like eavesdropping, or am I able to like poke my head out the door? Can I see them? I just want to insight check if I think they're fucking, and that's what this is about, because it kind of had that energy.
If you want to make a stealth check to see if you can peek around without being noticed.
Okay, I have disadvantage on those, but I sure will try my dangest.
Odd James.
I'm rolling
Will
really
James
bad
roll
today.
above a 10 today? Who knows?
No. That's the 5.
Do you
rolled a
have different
4 and a
dice?
5. Yes, I've been rotating the d20s.
Damn.
This is just the worst.
This is just you. Okay. All right.
It's your dice upholding the character you pitched, which is bad at everything.
You're so
except
true,
sports.
except Marion games, and we sure aren't there,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. So they're doing what you
So
told
true.
them to do.
I like to think I'm saving them all for when we get attacked by something, and then I'm really just gonna
Hell
bring it
yeah.
home, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So as you kind of poke your head out, you what do you do that makes a loud noise?
I think
To draw their
so. Are these
attention.
like sliding train doors, or are they like open
Yeah,
train doors?
little
I like to think
pocket doors.
like Castor has got like their head up against the like crack. It goes, "Okay, wait, I can do this, and pulls it open, and it like screeches, and then kind of like pauses, and like goes to stick his head out, but does it too fast and hits his head. And he goes, "The fuck!" And that's because that feels like really, yeah. That's what they do, huh?
As you stick your head out, you see Carry-On standing in the middle of the hallway, and they go, "What's up, mate? You all good, or?"
Sorry, I just, people are like getting murdered, so I wanted to make sure you guys were like all good and didn't need a hint. But hey, you're here, by the way. I didn't know you were here. How's that? That's a normal thing to know. How's it going?
I'm doing fine. Shame about old Herbert, though. Man,
Yeah.
that's a
Whew. Bummer, huh?
Who's
Anyway, I
over
gotta
there?
go.
Right.
kind of like the he's dead in the train car that I'm in or whatever thing.
Right. Of course. Y'all know what happened?
Nope. Shuts the door.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, you too. I'm gonna walk back in with the others and go, hey, hi.
Hi, welcome back. What was the Navy talking to you about?
Oh, I don't know. I don't listen to anything that man says. So here's the fun thing that I just, okay, y'all remember Carry On? Remember Carry On? The intern that was here, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna throw out a number. How long ago was 2 weeks ago? Is that too soon?
Yes.
How long ago was Carry On?
I got a notebook that has details on this
Nice.
person.
Carry On worked on the staff like a couple of years ago. None of you ever worked with them.
Oh, take it back.
Gotcha. Okay, so, there was this, like, intern, right? Named Carry On. And I only know this because, like, I was just, like, talking to my dad the other day. And then they were like, hey, remember that, that other intern that was there before you? And I was like, yeah, no, so true. And they were like, yeah, apparently, what are Carry On's pronouns? I'm so sorry.
They, them.
Okay. They, like, got in a big fight with your boss and, like, I guess threatened to, I don't know, do something violent. And also, like, they're here. And also maybe sleeping with Sarah? I don't know, the vibe was weird. But they're, like, here. They were, like, talking, and Sarah said something like, yeah, it's really bad, but they can't know. We gotta make sure this stays between us.
Why are they
like weird
here? They're not authorized to be on this trip, right?
I don't know. They were just there, and then they were like, hey, Cassie, how's it going? And I was like, oh, we gotta go. They're just, like, fully in the hallway.
Poke my head out.
Yeah, I also poked my head out.
In the hallway, you see a very crowded hallway. It seems that there's, let's see, how many of 1, 2, 4. There are 6 people all in the hallway, standing outside of different cabin doors. And it seems like everybody else in the car is in the hallway, all looking very confused and kind of talking amongst themselves. You do see Carry On.
What?
What the fuck?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Hey, Carry On, nice to see you.
Hey, kind of walks down the hallway.
What
Sorry
are you
about-
doing here?
I work here.
Where?
on
the train?
On the train. Yeah. I'm here to help. I live pretty much full time in the cars that the different ambassadors come to, so that I can be here to help when, them get settled, show them around, all that, get them to where they need to go. This is my full-time job. So, figured I'd run into you, but, hoped it would be under better circumstances.
I'm gonna mind link with Caster.
Okay.
So we can talk in our heads, but we don't actually have to move our mouths, which is different than the
Nice.
cantrip. I'm just gonna ask them. I'm just gonna say, what were you doing with Sarah? Can I? Is that okay?
Oh, I thought you were gonna just ask them if they murdered your grandpa. And I was like,
Oh,
I don't know, that's
no.
coming on a little strong, but yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
You spend a lot of time with Sarah?
Oh, I mean, yeah, we're talking a little bit earlier, is
About
the
what?
assistant for Vinyavi, so just making sure we got everything settled there. Why, do you know Sarah? She's great.
Hey, can I insight?
What a peach.
I mean, I'm there for this. Can I just insight this guy?
Yeah, make an
I'm
insight check.
bad at it, but I want to do it too.
I believe
it.
Yeah. Every little bit helps, Well, that's a natural 1. I know nothing.
Oh, I got a 19, so 17.
Thank you.
Nice. Thank God.
Yeah, this guy, kind of hard to get a read, but seems to genuinely be talking about his job.
What about the Sarah part?
I'll say gets a little flushed, like gets a little rosy cheek, a little blush when talking about Sarah, but you can't tell if, they're outright lying about it.
they're definitely fucking in
That's what I'm
Castor's
saying.
brain.
Good for them.
Okay.
You know?
You can go away now. Thanks.
Oh, you can't.
Well, I think what
was
were you
nice.
saying?
No. It was
Okay.
nice seeing you.
Yeah, you
Nice
too.
meeting you.
Mhm.
Yeah, you all's will. I do think Vinyavi's kind of getting us all together to kind of go over what happened, see if anybody heard or saw something. Because, you know, yeah, so, okay, I'll, if y'all want to
you go
come
do
to
that.
Yeah, thank you.
You go
We'll be behind you really quickly.
Right. All right. Take care. Sorry for your loss. See ya. And
Glare at them
heads
as
off
they
to the
walk
crowd.
out.
Okay, I think there's a little something a little bit romantic happening with Sarah, or physical. Can't really say
Right?
one way or the other. Yeah, there was a little when him. Am I? No,
They
them.
Say them. You're so good.
Yeah, when they were talking, I was just kind of watching and noticed a little blush when Sarah was being talked about. So
shit.
there's something there, romance, sex, but something.
Maybe both. I don't know. I'm
Could be
for
both.
Sarah. You know, just like a lovely person.
Okay, let's
Do we
change
think-
the subject.
Wait, no, wait. Okay, and like leaning in real close so he can whisper. Okay, so obviously, as Romeo said, everybody else is a suspect here. We were all with each other, although, and turns to Haya, I think it was really not the smartest move for you to take that pin off. I think that was a bad idea, but obviously I'm not going to say anything about it because we're all together.
Going to be the suspect.
Okay, but what happens if that gets found out? It's going to look bad on all of us because we said we were together, so then we all look like
How will
suspects.
they
But
find
anyway,
it out?
I have no idea. Magic does weird things. I don't know everything that's available out there in the wide universe. But okay, so everybody is obviously a suspect. With the information I just said, do we think we need to press our previous companion of employment and we'll like look at Romeo? I could do a thing and have a conversation of which they might be more forthcoming.
That
Like,
might.
charm person? That can charm them too. It's not.
No. I need you to swear to secrecy, the two of you. Never to speak this to anyone.
Oh my god, did you kill him?
No.
What?
Wait,
Here's my grandfather!
How did you know?
Shit!
No,
We're together.
no,
We-
I did not
I don't
do
know.
anything.
We were
Oh my
together.
God.
Well, I don't know. You do like magic shit.
Oh my god.
I
Not,
can't
okay.
believe it.
As Haya is crying, I shift into Haya crying.
Ah!
Oh god.
Go back to me. Go back to me. I can change.
Well, that's
And then
sick as hell.
And then I change my voice, and as I'm saying, I can change. It's fine. I sound like Castor.
Whoa. Can you teach me that? That box.
No,
Okay.
sorry. It's
No, you're good. I shouldn't have. You're
it's
right.
no. It's not that I don't like to teach people things. It's just it's something I can do like unique.
Everyone's got their like trademark. I get it. You know, like you got your own special things. And it's your yeah. No, that's really
Listen.
cool.
Listen, that was really cool, but also really scary. So next time you're telling somebody that you can do that, maybe don't turn to them while they're in an emotional situation.
You thought I would kill your grandfather. I didn't know what else to do.
Okay. Anyway, now that we know you definitely didn't kill my grandfather.
Oh my God.
We were
They did.
together.
Yes, for sure, we definitely were. You just showed me that you could transform into a bunch of people, but it was definitely you in the car. Listen,
I can't make two of myself. I don't.
I
don't
You tried?
That's a little bit too complex for my abilities.
but it is possible, and you know how to do it.
If I was a super powerful, high level arcane user, sure, but I'm not that
Got it. Anyway, listen.
Hey, if you ever want to get into
listen-
fighting, I think we could. No, sorry, you're right. That's not the time. You're right.
I listen on Tumblr to a lot of like true crime podcasts. I'm really into it. It's like it's kind of fun, and they always say that there are 4 L's as to why people kill. Okay? Love, lust, loathing, and loot.
Like the instrument? No, that doesn't.
No.
Money.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for one of those reasons is why this man is dead. My grandfather, Venedra rest his soul, was not the most attractive looking man. So I think we can take love and lust out of the equation, okay?
I mean, lots of people have
cold.
been
I don't know.
had love and lust that weren't conventionally attractive, and he starts listing off non-conventionally attractive people in our personal work lives and historically.
Whoa. That's a lot of information coming at me right now.
Listen, like, I don't mean to. I know this isn't like the time, but I mean, if you're here,
Did you
clearly
fuck my grandfather?
No, I definitely didn't.
Did
but
you want
clearly,
to fuck my
No,
grandfather?
not even once. But clearly, he fucks because you're here, right? Like somebody out there is
he
got
was
to
in-
look
he
at
was
him
in
and
a
going,
very
yeah.
Guys, we
committed
talked about
relationship.
sex so many times in the past 5 minutes. Are we still standing next to his dead body? Okay, what? Hey guys,
Yeah.
look at the setting. All right, let's regroup, recenter.
Uh-huh.
Let's
I'm
not
just
talk about
saying,
sex.
clothing.
If I was
Kellaran
murdered-
hated him.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it,
and if
that's
I
the
was
reason.
murdered, I'd want people to stand next to my body and talk about how much I fucked. You know, I just think that's.
Can we
I think
please stop talking about my grandfather having sex?
Yeah, you're so true.
But noted for if you ever die, I will stand next to your dead body and tell people how much you fucked.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Can write a really good speech. Never mind.
Romeo, please.
Oh, thank you. I was going
You're
to
welcome.
say that. Yes, I was going to say the fourth one was loot, right?
Yeah, taking something like money or an item,
Yes,
magic.
money. Again, this doesn't leave the 4 of us. Okay?
Well, I'm getting a lot of secrets today. Are you going to turn into me again? Because I would like a warning.
No.
Okay.
Did you fuck him?
No!
Okay. Dave, all right. In the interest
did
of being
not.
honest, I did not. I did
You
not either.
fucked my grandfather!
I'm sorry. I'm learning. I'm trying to get better at telling jokes, and this feels like that was an inappropriate
good.
moment for that.
It was
I'm
a
so
good
sorry.
Well, go for it.
That was
Go
I like
for
hold
it.
up a hand for a high
Yeah.
five. It was a good one. Yeah, nice. Anyway, what?
That
What
is
was that
sex count talk number 3. I am keeping a tally.
I'm
in my
sorry,
head.
do you have a problem with talking about sex? Is that
That's
something?
not.
It's just why now? Why?
Anyway.
here?
We'll circle back to that.
Yes.
We'll circle back.
So, in my, I'm very aware of the money of your grandfather, and so some money that was put aside for donations has gone missing, and we don't know where it is. No one does, and it's sort of, we're keeping it on the down low, but everyone who knows is pretty worried.
Donations for what? Maybe like someone really hated that charity. I don't know what the donation was.
That's hey, Mara, do I know what the donations were aside for?
Yeah, so, that, like, they'll do a lot of, like, food drives and stuff and, like, donate a bunch of money to that or, like, different, like, farmer initiatives. So they usually just, like, set aside not a big, but a portion of their budgeting for, various causes throughout the year. So no, like, specific charity or organization.
I relate that. So that's bad.
Yeah.
So maybe if someone has come into a lot of money recently, that might be something to pay attention to.
If we're connecting the 3 L's to secrets that we know, I also have something to share that might be relevant. 4 L's, thank you so much. To do with loathing. So, as you know, I write the speeches. I write the speeches, and there was a and he pulls out another notebook. There was a somewhat suspicious death of a farmer, and I'd written a number of like parts into the speech for your grandfather to speak on it, but was completely ignored. Like nothing was mentioned there. And not to say that I think your grandfather was inherently responsible for the suspicious death, could be, but I guess
my murdered grandfather of murder.
No, I'm saying anything's a possibility in the wide universe. I have no evidence one way or the other. I'm just saying it's a possibility, not that it's a guaranteed one.
Okay. All right.
But and I like I said, I'm learning to tell jokes. I'm working on being better with people, like people's emotions and interactions and whatnot. But I feel like if the farmer had a family and it felt as if the lack of mentioning said death was a direct insult, maybe a family member took it upon themselves to get involved and have something to do with that. Although that's kind of a tenuous line. It's probably not that, but
well, how did they get on the train?
Okay, DM. Okay, so there's more like interns and employees than us, right? We're just like the...
Yeah, so you're... let me give you a rundown of everyone who is in your car, who was like, quote-unquote, locked in at the time of the murder. Sarah, the main assistant for the Minister of Defense, Finyavi, the defense minister. There's also somebody you would have all recognized out in the hallway, named Katie Midlavi. She is a human woman. She's a well-known activist who has butted heads with Herbert before over decisions about like what pesticides to regulate and all that jazz. There's Carrion, who you met. There's also Reginald Adamson, who used to be the Minister of Agriculture and now is he like does consulting for the Capitol during these like yearly budgetary meeting things that you're supposed to be in attendance to in the morning. You would also know, Kaya especially would know that Katerina Nouvelle, Herbert's first wife, was the personal assistant to Reginald Adamson. Took the job out of spite because Herbert and Reginald didn't get along. It was also on the car. So those are the people who you have.
Is that my grandmother, or
no.
am I... Okay.
No, you were born after your father was born after their divorce.
And how long ago did the farmer incident happen?
A couple months.
Okay. So then Tigan will say, well, they could simply work for the train station and have done so in the hopes of getting closer, or they could be somebody that was hired that really has no credentials and shouldn't be here, probably.
Who do you know who like the farmer was? Like, did they have like a name? Do you know anything about them?
Do I know that?
Yeah, so what you know about this farmer, his name was
Duraxis.
Henry Wilde. I had it written down. There it is. Henry Wilde. And he had actually worked, now that you're thinking about it, with Katie Midlavi. They worked together on a lot of advocacy stuff for other farmers, advocated against the use of certain harmful pesticides, so they had worked together on things before.
I relay this information. Do you think maybe it's not a family member, maybe it's our resident activist, as a possibility? Not saying there's any evidence of that, of course. Unless I actually provide back substantial evidence, I'm not inherently saying that anybody that I'm suggesting has actually killed somebody, of course. But yes, it could be something like that. For all we know, there could have been romantic, sexual relationship between the two of them, or it could be simply mutual respect, a friendship. I know I have some friends that I would probably do some drastic things for if they were killed, and I felt some type of way about others involved in the situation.
Okay, well, does anybody else have any dirt on my grandfather? Okay. So what now?
Maybe we should go out in like the hallway where everybody is and just see if anyone's like acting funny.
Yeah.
Seem kind of weird.
Okay.
All right, let's go. I
really wish I could read minds.
Yeah.
It would be useful.
Not something I picked up on, though. Can't not do that yet.
I can't read minds. I can just put my thoughts in your mind, like this, and then in Tigan's mind, you hear, "Hi, Tigan."
Were you trying to be creepy or slightly sultry? I'm trying to figure out exactly what like different tones sound in my head. And just.
And I'll walk out of the room.
Okay, so I picked up on both of those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Perfect. You all can make your way out of the room. Vinyevi is kind of going over what we know with everybody else. You enter the hallway and you hear him going, I know this is a nerve-wracking experience. I have sent a message to the conductor. Security will come in right away in the morning. However, right now they want everyone to stay calm, stay put, and to not go into that room. And if anybody has anything that should be shared, speak now, because it's better if you confess to something right away rather than letting security find out about it later. And what he says is he kind of glances over at the four of you.
I glare back.
Yeah.
I would just like to say, on behalf of my grandfather, whoever did this, we will find you, and we will punish you accordingly. This man had a family that he loved, and that loved him very much, and you have taken him away from us too soon. And I'm kind of like, I'm trying to see reactions, if anybody looks nervous, and I'll scan the crowd while I'm talking.
Yeah, absolutely. Make an insight check.
$16.
I'll say with 16, you see that people are, like, nodding along, and they all look... I'll say every single face in that room looks sympathetic towards you, talking about your deceased grandfather, does not seem too beat up about him actually being dead.
He was a good man. He did a lot of good for this galaxy. We are better because of him. Again, scanning, looking. We'll just, yeah.
You see, with your 16, I'll say you definitely see Katie kind of roll her eyes a little bit when you talk about how he did so many good things. And you even hear a light scoff coming from Katarina when you say he's a good man.
Katarina. And all this to say, we will find who did this. So I don't think you got away with it. That is all.
I have a question. As I imagine people probably like turned to look towards the back, because I'm guessing we're towards the back. As people are like turning back forward, can I kind of like scan and see if it looks like anybody has like a weapon on them that is stashed? Like, is any clothing moving weird? Is anybody like moving weird to accommodate a weapon? You know what I mean?
A investigation check as you're looking at them to see if you notice anything specific.
Come on, dice. Oh, fuck off. Where's my message? This says 6.
I hold actually, please. No, never mind. You take your 6.
I will.
Sorry.
Thank you so much. No, it's okay.
You recognize Reginald Adamson, kind of shifting a little bit weird. Hard to tell if it's because of a weapon, but is definitely not moving fluidly.
Okay.
Anything anybody else would like to do while everybody is here? Before people start making their way back to their rooms.
Nope.
Ooh, actually,
Yeah.
could I, while this was happening, could I have actually dipped off to Sarah's room to just steal some clothes? Like if we decide to have me shift into Sarah, I can't shift my clothing.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Smart. Very smart. I
Alright,
would love
yeah.
to give the help action because I'm being loud and dramatic with the speech.
I think I would have stated, if we're gonna do this, I might need to go and get a little clean and get some.
Perfect.
Honest.
Yeah, roll with advantage.
Okay.
Stealth check to go sneak into Sarah's room.
I'm not proficient, but I do have a bonus. Stealthy boy. Or dexterous boy. Oh, thank God. Because I rolled a 3. But also a 16, so 19.
Nice. Yeah, I'll say you are able to get in, and grab, she definitely, is somebody who is always over-prepared, so you see, 2 of the same shirt, 2 of the same skirt, kind of out, so yeah, it's very easy to grab clothes, and scurry back out.
Stuffing it in my bag or something, I guess, like a pouch.
Perfect. All right. And that everyone kind of is kind of eyeing each other and goes back into their rooms, and you hear kind of one by one the doors close and click, lock, as each person feels a little more unsafe in their rooms. You're all standing out in the hallway. What are you doing?
Actually, I don't pull it out. I open the bag. I got the goods.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay, we definitely need to regroup, figure out what our next steps are. I think kind of keeping an eye on who is in and out of the hallways and leaves their room would be a good idea.
Mara, you said that my grandfather had a stone of far speech on him. Is that one that is paired to a specific other stone, or is that one that you can use to talk to anybody?
You can talk to anybody.
Okay. Just curious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can go back to our room, I guess.
Okay. Now back to room. Just walk.
All right. Yeah, you head back to the room. You're as you are all kind of heading back to regroup, actually, I think is where we will take our break for today, as you all get ready to figure out the next steps of this Maida on the Orient. Nope, on the Kellaran Express. Moida on the Kellaran Express. There we go. That's the name of this one, not the book. All right. See you back here in 10-15 minutes. Love you. Mwah. welcome back. The train is beating along in the darkness, circling around the planet of Basilica, and as you all head back to your cabin, you can't help but feel that you yourselves are perhaps spiraling with the train, as you've just lost your boss, and it seems you're one of the top suspects. So, what are you doing?
No, Tygan, not Taz. Tygan finds a corner to strip down and put Tygan shifts into Sarah, finds a corner to strip down and put on the clothing. Yeah, and then quickly changes.
Okay, you need to hide before. So let me get Sarah involved in a conversation, and then I'll let you know in your brain when you're good to go talk to Kellaran. Okay, all right. Go team. I'll put my fist up for a fist bump.
Go team.
And then you bring it back in.
Oh, sorry,
And then one
I
more.
always forget that one.
And then you shake it off. And then you throw it away.
Whoa!
Right.
Did you just like get that off the dome? Or did you
Yeah, I
like
just
plan
did it.
for a moment? Whoa, shit!
Oh, I do have a
Yes.
question though, and in Sarah's voice, or what Vic's trying with Sarah's voice. So when I go have this talk with them, I'm like, should I play into the romance part, or I actually don't know what the situation is with them, so that might be a little over the top.
Well,
Maybe
what
just
did
like
you,
see what the energy is.
yeah, what did you get from them again, Cassidy? What did you hear them saying?
Huh? Me? What?
Yes,
Sorry.
You overheard them saying something. What was it again?
Oh yeah. I think it was Sarah said, "It's bad, but they can't know. Keep like something like let's keep this between us."
So maybe something like, "Do you think that people know?" Or like, "Oh, how goes this secret keeping?" I don't know. Something like
Maybe
that.
don't do that.
Not
Look,
like that.
maybe like okay, if you're like picking up a vibe, right? Like nothing, like near-death experience type things and like scary things that can really bring people together. So maybe if you're picking up a like romantic vibe, right? Maybe you just play to like, oh, I'm so scared, but I feel safer when I'm with like
That's
that
a
kind of
really
thing,
good
you know?
idea.
Thanks. This is why I relate to the community.
You know, I do have a favorite like kind of romance series that I've been reading that's not by any of my family members. Yeah, and you know, I think there's an exact situation in that I can totally
Nice.
Oh, is it Space Holes? That's my favorite one.
It's not that one, but I have been reading that too. It's very interesting. You know, we should talk about it at some point. But okay, yes, ready.
All right, I'll
You can
go.
do this.
Yeah.
Okay, I walk off to go find Sarah.
Before any of the conversations start, I will say, I'm gonna say to casters like, hey, can we like time this out so we always have someone who has like an eye on like the door to
That's smart.
Reginald's room? Not
Yeah.
Reginald, Herbert.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you want to go talk, I can like guard and then we can switch if you want. Or
yeah, we'll
Cool.
tag team it.
nice.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were going for a
No,
high
that's
five. Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks. Awesome. I'll go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, good luck.
Thanks.
I'll kind of like
All right.
post. Do we think it's more important to have someone in the hallway outside the door or inside the room? This is me asking out of character.
You could honestly probably just stand in the room with the dead body.
Yeah.
Would it be weird to stand in the doorway?
It would either is suspicious if someone sees you, but I think it would be more
True.
suspicious if they find you in the room, even though it would be better. to
Yeah,
be
by
there, you know what I
myself.
mean?
Yeah. Maybe I'll just like post up outside, but I'll leave the door cracked.
Oh,
That seemed like a.
there you go.
Oh. I mean, if you want to be inside, I can help with that.
Yeah? I can't decide, like, do we want to know more, like, people moving around in the hallway? Is that more suspicious? Or do you think people are coming back?
I want to see if people are coming into the room.
Oh, shit, okay, I'll stay in the room.
Yeah.
Yes.
I touch you, and you are now invisible
Nice!
for 1 hour.
Hell yeah, thank you!
Beautiful. All right. Kaya, you can head up to Sarah's room. Just down the hall a little bit. Come in. Who is it?
It's Chaya. Can I come talk with you?
Yeah, okay. One second. You hear, like, every single lock on the door kind of being undone. Kind of pokes her head out. What's up?
This is really hard for me, and I just would really love someone to talk to about it, if you don't mind me coming in.
No, come on in. It's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine, but I never go anywhere without my electric kettle, so let me put some tea on for you, okay?
Thank you. Go!
Alright, come on in.
Thank you. Black tea, 3 sugars.
Okay, yeah, you got it. It'll take just a little bit to warm up. I'm so sorry about your grandfather. That must be hard.
No, it was so unexpected. I think that's the hardest part, you know?
Of course. Here. Do you take any honey in your tea? Cream? Just the sugars?
Just the sugars.
Okay. Perfect. Well, tell me about him. And as you start kind of monologuing about your grandfather, Tygan, what are you doing?
I go look for Kerrigan. I go look for the homie.
You can go knock on the door and you hear him. Who is it?
It's me.
The door immediately kind of flies open, like, hey, what's going on? Y'all good?
Can I come in?
Kind of like looks past you into the hallway and be like, I thought we agreed we were gonna lay low. But yeah, get in here.
Yeah,
nobody seen in the hallway. Come on.
Nobody saw me.
Okay, come on. What's up? Did something happen?
I guess I'm a little worried after Haya's conversation. Like, obviously, you and I didn't kill him, but
of course not.
I mean, of course not. But I mean, if they're investigating, they might find out. I'm just kind of worried about it getting out. And I am. I mean, there's obviously a killer on board. Somebody did this. Even if it's not any of us, maybe it's somebody else. And I just.
All right. Tell you what. Listen. We know it wasn't us. We know we were both kind of smirks at you, occupied when we heard that first shout. But, look, we gotta make a solid alibi if we don't want them to find out about us. Right? I mean, I know we only work together, a couple times a year, but sure it won't be great if they find out or carrying on, whatnot.
I'll place like a gentle in Tygan's head. They're thinking, okay, what would the protagonist of Love Across the Stars be doing right now? Places a gentle hand on their chest.
Mm-hmm.
If that happens, we'll figure out what to do next. But right, an alibi.
I mean, I know I could just be like, oh, I was asleep, didn't hear anything, but I feel like if we both used that, that'd be a bad idea.
I mean, is it a bad idea to be each other's alibis, but in the context of work and not us?
Oh, that's good. Like, oh yeah, you were just checking up on the agenda for tomorrow, making sure you were going to leave the cabin at the right time or something like that.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. I showed up, and then very shortly after, immediately after, we heard the scream, so there wouldn't have been time for either one of us to have gotten there and done anything of the sort. Of course. Of
Go.
course.
I love your brain.
Tygan Tygan Sarah does that. Okay, well, I just
Alright.
gentle hand on the face, be safe.
Right.
Don't
Take care.
leave.
Alright. Yeah, kind of peeks out before you go to make sure there's nobody in the hallway and then goes, okay, go. Right.
He ducks into a corner somewhere where nobody is and shifts back into Tygan.
Perfect. Still in Sarah's clothes.
Yes, that is more easily explained than being Sarah. And is going to say in his head to Chaya, good to go. We're good to go. And it's gonna go back to the other room to change back into his own clothing.
Perfect. We'll cut back then to Sarah's room, kind of wiping away a tear. That's a really beautiful memory. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I can't help but feel like my grandfather had a bad rap around here. You know, I know that he was harsh sometimes, but I truly believe that he had the goodness of us all in his heart. And I think that there are people who disagree, and that's scary for me, you know?
Can I tell you a secret? And this can't get out. Okay?
I promise.
But I was actually angling to be your grandfather's chief of staff, right? Like, in the next couple years, because, like, I would love to work for him. He just seems so, passionate about, you know, what he wants to do, and, you know, it also just fits more with, you know, my major. You know, I was a biology, political science double major, so it makes more sense to work in agriculture than defense, but, so, I hope you know that not everybody had a bad picture of your grandpa.
That means a lot. Did you tell anybody else about this? About your desire for a career change?
Yeah, I told Herbert about it, but, you know, he Navy were, I guess, feuding about one of their stupid poker games again, and it just, he didn't want to, he said we would talk about it, but kind of in the way where, like, you know, they don't actually mean that we're gonna talk about it, just as a way to get you to stop asking. But I was, after this trip, kind of when everything calmed down, I was gonna write a request for a formal request for a transfer. So,
well, maybe, you know, I don't know who is poised to take over this position, but maybe you can work for them.
well, I mean, it actually kind of stops herself. Says, well, you know, I really shouldn't be saying this. Like, really shouldn't. Like, even more than the thing before. But Vinyavi, his brother, was like the second choice to be appointed Minister of Agriculture. So, like, I'm in good with Vinyavi's. Like, it'll probably be really easy for him to, like, ask his brother to take me on, right?
Yeah, you seem to be in the perfect position.
Right? Yeah. So, not that I don't want to imply that your grandfather's death puts me in the perfect position or anything. I'm sorry that that's the implication here. It's
okay. Thank you for the tea. I'm gonna go back to my room.
You're so welcome.
And
take care, okay?
If you have any other ideas or inklings as to information that might be important for me to know, please tell me, okay?
I will, for sure.
Thank you.
Okay. Take care. Kind of
I'll do like
the door and does it back. Kind of watches you from the doorway to, like, very anxiously, trying to make sure you get back to the cabin okay. And then closes the door. Romeo!
I think it might have been the Navy.
What are you up to?
I'm gonna try and find Reginald.
Alright.
Do I know where he's at? /
You know what room he's in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go and give a little knock.
Who's there?
Oh, it's me, Romeo Astrophel, the accounting intern.
Oh, yeah, of course. 1 second there, Romeo. Kinda opens the door. What can I do for you, bud?
Hi. I just wanted to come in and ask you, just as someone who's just like very experienced and has seen a lot in their field.
Rat.
Yeah. You know, just about the situation and how to deal with it. Because to be honest, I'm just a little shaken up, and you know, I'm kind of new to this whole political thing. You know, I've never been near murder. So I was wondering if, I don't know, I can get some advice about that. You know, talk to someone about the situation who is, you know, clearly more experienced than I am.
Sure, kid. Look. Kind of rubs his eyes a little bit. I also don't have lots of experience with murder, but I do have lots of experience as the past Minister of Agriculture.
Yeah.
So, I guess, yeah, do you have any specific questions? You know, I obviously didn't pass away when I was the minister, so I don't know the current protocols for what happens next if I change them.
Yeah, and congrats about that. You know, not passing away. But I just wanted to go ahead and, you know, ask, like, where would the first place you look be?
For a murder? I don't know.
I mean, like,
I
for
guess...
a person, you know? Like, who did it? Because clearly someone on this train did
Got it. You're trying to do a little mystery kid thing and figure out the killer to avenge your boss. That's admirable. That's admirable.
Thank you.
Look, I mean, first I would just ask where everybody was at the time, because if they got a good excuse for where they were, it's a good place to start. I mean, I'm not a good example. I was asleep at the time. I didn't wake up until Vinyavi knocked on my door, and, you know, nobody can confirm that, so, you know, kind of getting myself under the radar, I guess, with that one, but, you know, double check where everybody was. Guess that's what I'd do first.
While his door's open, can I do a perception check to see if there's anything in his room at all?
Yeah.
That would lead
absolutely.
Me to be like, did he take something from anything?
Yeah, make a just a quick perception check.
Okay. Let me find out. So I rolled a 15, but that's gonna be 16.
You notice that his room is remarkably tidy. Like, even trying to be organized on the train, it's a little hard just because of the gentle sway, you know, grabbing paper, gets, you know, falls on the floor, slips about, all that. Mm-hmm. But, like, insanely orderly. The only thing is his, like, ambassador little pouch, the lead-lined pouch, is sitting on his desk. Closed, but it looks like it was just put there.
Okay.
It's the only thing that seems out of place.
Alright, and can I do another roll for insight as well? Can I do perception for that? I'll do another roll for insight, but I just want to see if he's telling the truth about being asleep.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Cool. Insight is going to be it's an unnatural 20.
A slutty, dirty...
Such a slutty 20, let me tell you.
Watching you on me to do that was actually one of the joys of my life.
I'll say... Yeah. Seems to be pretty confident that was sleeping until Vinyavi knocked on the door.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's a very good point. I'm just gonna go out and say, do you have any suspicions?
You know, in my line of work, it's, never really good to, point fingers without all the facts. However, I will say that, Katie woman, she made things mighty difficult for the office in the past, and, kinda looks like he's wavering on saying something. Like he's still trying to make up his mind, if you want to try and convince him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, oh, yeah, I've heard so many things about her, and just while I've been here, it's been very difficult to get a lot of these things done.
Gonna make a quick check. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Come on. Oh, 13.
Perfect. You know what? I know she is just a pain. You know, back in the day, one time, you know, she's gotten violent in the past. You know, there have been some reports of possible altercations, allegedly unsubstantiated claims, but it has been said that she's gotten aggressive in the case of her cause. So, you know, I'd keep an eye out for your own safety while you're looking around.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind, you know. Interesting. I never would have pinned her for that.
Yeah, well, that's how she does it, you know. She looks like she's a nice, you know, kind of like a mom type, almost a grandma type. So yeah, gets, throws you off.
Yeah, thank you for the tip.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I woke you up or anything.
It's fine. Like I said, I got a nap in before all this. Don't think I'll be sleeping for a while.
Good point. Me too. Well, yeah, thank you. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing.
Keep an eye out, kid! And closes the door.
I go back to Castor. Go, tag team!
Oh, shit! You're muted.
Oh. Castor is still invisible at this point until I drop it.
Oh, I go tag team, like, where the fuck are you?
I'm right here. Oh shit, I'm invisible. I forgot. Sorry.
Holy
hey,
my god.
Sorry.
It's okay.
How'd it go? Good?
Yeah.
Bad?
Okay, so apparently, Katie.
Not even, you can't see me. Sorry.
No, you're good. So apparently, Katie has gotten violent in the past.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like. Okay.
And when I asked Reginald about his suspicions, he first brought up Katie. He apparently was sleeping during everything, and that Vin Yavin woke him up when he knocked on the door. So
what time is it? What? Is it like an appropriate time to be sleeping, Mara?
Yeah, it's like 11:30ish now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. You got on the train super late, so you probably got on the train at like a little before 10.
I get you. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to talk to Katie about, you know, something, I don't know how to bring up. Hey, have you ever like hit some, like, you know?
You ever killed a man,
have
Katie?
You killed someone? I don't think that's a very.
Is that taking a poll of the train's occupant? Yeah, no, I've got an idea. Okay, hear me out. Let me know if I should workshop this. I'm thinking, right, what if, like, I came from it in the angle of, like, hey, that guy sucked, right? Like, what did you, I don't know, like, that thing with the farmer, like, that did not sit right with me. How are you feeling about that? Yeah, like, really make them think that I'm, like, in on it.
Yes, I agree. That's what I did with Reginald. I was just like, I tried to just be like, hey, yeah, we're buddies. We have the same opinions. And I think that worked.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay, cool. I'll go talk to Katie. You good here?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
totally good here. I'll stay in this room with the dead man.
And about this time, the other two kind of make their way down the hallway to see you. To just see Romeo speaking to themselves.
Hey, Romeo.
nobody can
Tigan, how did it go?
It went really well, actually.
Yeah?
Neither one of them.
No, shit, Castor!
Sorry, I'm here. I didn't know how to do it without like scaring you because I am standing here.
Neither one of them is the killer. Yeah, they were doing things that would make them both see the light of the stars, if you know what I mean.
They
were
telescope.
Dreaming?
I read it in a historical book about that being used as a euphemism for getting to an orgasm. So I thought,
Oh my god.
Oh, good for them.
Okay.
Good for them.
blinding light. Like,
Hey,
Yeah,
Tigan, have you ever had sex?
Oh my god.
wait, are you asking Tigan?
Yeah.
Hold on, this is Vic. Wait, this is Vic thinking. Has Tigan had sex? Even yes, odds no.
This kind
No.
of fuck.
Okay. Maybe
Tigan has
just,
not had sex.
just for future reference, blinding, probably not the best turn of phrase to use in that.
I read if it's good enough. You see stars, so I assume that. Okay.
Yep. Just look at high. Yep.
Look at Romeo.
although
Right.
I am making assumptions about the sexual prowess of that encounter because we did not actually get into details of that. So maybe it wouldn't have been like that, and that euphemism was not correct.
But you have to go back and get details. Come on.
No,
Yeah, I actually want to know.
I'm
Actually,
kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh no, I did do some. I just realized I did do something bad.
Wow.
Well, because we were obviously they don't want anybody to know that they're doing a thing because they work together sometimes, and I was like, and Kerrigan was just saying that, well, we should figure out what our alibi is, and I was like, oh, what if we say we were together in a professional sense, but not a personal one? And so Kerrigan's going to say that they were together looking at the schedule, and Sarah's probably going to say that she was sleeping. Oh God, and is so panicked about it, shifts into Kerrigan. I have to go talk to Sarah.
Oh.
And sounds like Kerrigan.
Whoa.
Because
Okay.
if they say the wrong alibis, there'll be a problem, and I'm the one that did that.
Okay, we have the rest of the evening to go to figure out the murder before the security guards get here and start questioning people.
But what if we fail?
Okay, but we're not going to.
Okay, but if we do, we just ruin two people's lives.
Okay, but
Whoa.
here's the thing. I have information from Sarah. Okay. Number one, Sarah wanted to work for my grandfather as his chief of staff. That was her goal. You know, she currently works for Vinyevi.
mm-hmm.
When I asked Sarah if she had told Vinyevi about this, she said that when she went to go tell both Vinyevi and Herbert, they were together. And they were arguing about a poker game. I don't know if you know this about my grandfather. He has some gambling problems.
Oh.
Okay.
He has had gambling problems for quite some time. I remember when I was younger, my grandfather came to my dad to ask for money because he was in too deep and he needed help getting bailed out. And Vinyevi's brother is the person who's supposed to take over from my grandfather.
Oh.
So I feel like it's becoming a little bit clearer to me who did it.
Wait, and shifts back to their self. Themselves. What did I say? Shifts back to themselves. Grammar, language. Who hates it? This writer.
Wait, I hate it.
Wait. Could that be where the money went?
That's what I was thinking.
It's possible, yeah.
You guys are so good at this.
Thanks.
Are, yeah. So that's that. I think we should still talk to Katerina to see, because I was young, right? I don't remember like who this person was that my grandfather owed money to, but I feel like Katerina might have an idea of any sort of sordid history with gambling.
Well, speaking of talking to more people, Castor, do you still want to be invisible?
I was gonna go talk to Katie just to kind of like get a vibe on that, because Romeo said that Reginald said that like Katie had gotten like violent in the past, so I was gonna kind of go like put feelers out. So maybe I should, but also like I'm not sneaky, so I feel like if we want to do sneaky stuff, it should probably not be me. Kind of just loud and big.
Well, I don't think you need to be sneaky. You know.
No, you can get. Yeah, you can go wherever.
Well, like if I'm gonna be, I probably shouldn't be invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Just because that feels like a sneaky thing, and I'm just gonna like walk in the door, you know.
You're back.
Nice. Hey.
Oh shit!
I'm forward.
Hey, did you see anything when you were watching the room?
Did I?
Actually, while you were in there, you did notice something
Yeah.
that nobody had seen before. Tucked.
I thought you were gonna make a joke. Sorry, I'm actually listening. What's up?
Tucked in a crevice of the room, like it had kind of fluttered to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You actually find a folded up piece of paper. And
I will not fold it into origami, as tempted as I am to do that. However, I will open it.
inside of this paper,
Mm-hmm.
you see a ticket.
A what?
A ticket for a passenger, a one-way ticket on a passenger ship to the Elyuk Empire.
Oh.
And folded around the ticket is a note that says, "Dear E, I'm on my way. Keep the door open. She won't find me there. I'll meet you soon. Don't worry. I've got the money I promised. Every last copper. Signed, Herbert."
Oh god. Okay, wait.
Okay, run that back one more time.
Yeah.
I'm on my
I'm
way.
going to send it in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
I was writing it down and I was not going fast enough.
You're so good. Oh no, I'm in the wrong Discord here. Okay, hold on.
Ah.
Beans. Okay, here we go. Dear E, I'm on my way. Keep the door open. She won't find me there. I'll meet you soon. Don't worry. I've got the money I promised. Every last copper.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna. Hey, Haya. Quick question for you. Just like a. Do you know anyone whose first name starts with an E?
So many people, yeah.
Maybe just someone like your grandpa was like super fond of, and maybe would want to like, I don't know, run away with or something.
Ringing a
They
bell,
probably
Maya?
got like Elyuk, right? That would be crazy if your grandpa was like having a torrid affair with Elyuk. That'd be nuts.
Does this ring a bell?
Make a history check to see if you can think of
I'm
anybody.
so good at those.
Hell yes.
Good.
History check, so good.
I rolled a 13, so that's an 11.
Ooh,
Nice.
fancy.
God.
Let's be real. Your grandfather.
It's time to be real.
Thank you, Grace, Unprepared Casters.
Unprepared caster Starlight Tales, you mean?
Yeah,
So I get the full name.
hyphenated. It's very important.
Your grandpa was not, he had a lot of significant others.
He fucked!
So he fucked?
I was
right!
He fought. Oh my god.
My grandfather
I'm
fucked!
so smart.
It's, like, known in the family that, like, he definitely books, but like nobody really talks about it that much. So like it is possible there's somebody who is having an affair with, but like you wouldn't know their name. What I'll give you.
Yeah, I don't know. Can I read that note?
Yeah, and I'll kind of like, if I can, I can sleight of hand it if you want. I'll try to like tuck the Elliot Empire ticket under the letter when I hand it over in the hopes that like Chaya sees it, but our companions don't. Just because I feel like it's a very private family thing. I don't want to
Make
give
a
them a chance.
check.
Okay, I'm probably not gonna roll good on this, but I'll try. I switched my dice out. You never know.
Yeah.
Nope.
Gosh.
That's a 4.
Oh,
I got a 0.
What is happening?
On perception, you got a 0.
Wait, I gotta see
Yes.
what this is. I do see whatever you're doing, I will say, because it is above a 4.
I set the bar really high, so I'm actually quite shocked you like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
So
just see me kind
you-
of like slip a ticket under the letter.
I'm gonna look down at the dead body of my grandfather. Is his stone of far speech still there?
Yes.
Can I pick it up?
Yes.
Can I use it to message my dad?
Yes.
25 words?
Mhm.
Hey, father! Awkward news. Papa's dead. Possibly murdered. Well, probably murdered. Wanted to ask if you knew who he gambled with? Someone in Elliot Empire? I can't hear you.
After a moment, that just says, "Oh my god, are you alright? What's going on?" Gambled with Elliot Empire? Maybe we don't talk about it. I didn't like that he did that, and that's what the message says. It's like whatever words are left is just like a series of like, what the fuck, oh my god, holy hell, kind of things.
Can I message him again, or is this like a one-time per day thing?
Yeah, you give 3 uses.
Okay, how many uses does this have? Does it have
3.
like 2 left?
Yeah, so it has 2 left.
So Herbert didn't use them each day. Okay. I'm fine-ish. Things are weird. Murderer is on the train with us, we think. Did he gamble lots with Vinyavi? Maybe he did it.
I'm gonna see how much your dad knows. Vinyavi, your grandpa, your friend Castor's dad, all of them I know are in the same poker group together. I don't know how much. I don't know if it was a high stakes game or just a friendly game. I don't know the details. Sorry. Get off that train.
Legally, I can't leave. I'm stuck. I wish I could. Trust me. I love you so much. If you think of anything else, then call.
Love you. Take care of yourself. And for God's sakes, don't get into any more trouble.
So my dad says hi.
I
Love your dad.
I know he's the best. Nothing. It's just Castor, your dad and her, your dad.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I caught that. That was me like acknowledging. What's up?
Oh, okay. and Vinyavi and Herbert were all in the same poker group, so your dad might know something.
Oh shit! I mean, I can try and use that thing and ask. Do we want to like say the use of
No,
it?
you can't. I used all of the uses.
Okay, never mind. I can't do that. Can
I
I
have questions.
roll some kind of check, like to know if my dad ever talked about the poker game? Like, did I pick up anything while I was staring into space thinking about the Miriam games?
Also. Oh, actually, nope. Go do the check and then Tigan will
Perfect.
say.
Yeah, roll me a history check.
Okay. I'm rolling really good
If
tonight,
we're-
so that won't be a
If
problem.
we're talking about parents who are cool, casters, parents, I'm just saying, they'll let you do anything, and it's pretty chill.
It's true. I got a 16. I'm doing it.
Nice.
And I had a
Hell
plus
yes.
0, so I actually rolled a 16.
Yay!
What you know about Vinyavi is your dad has mentioned, just, in passing, that, Herbert was owed a lot of money to Vinyavi, in particular. Like,
Okay.
a lot.
Yeah, it's actually, like, just kind of came back to me. Herbert, like, I don't mean to talk, this was super cool of him to be, I'm not trying to talk ill of the dead, especially when you're right here, like, super in debt to Vinyavi, like a wild amount.
Oh, okay. I don't know about you guys, but it's kind of really feeling like Vinyavi's getting higher and higher on
Little
the list.
bit. Tyken, were you gonna say something?
Yes, if we'd like to get more information, if you describe your father to me, I can probably send him a message. I want everybody like watching this to know I took so many support spells and have not a single first level spell that does damage.
I love that
Okay, I
so
will
much.
punch the shit out of something if we need. Because I have no spells, not even one.
Yes, I just need like a, or
Yeah.
if you have a picture, or wait,
I have a picture.
yeah, do you have a picture?
Probably. Are we rolling with the? We just had this conversation the other day, and I don't remember what the consensus was. Are we rolling with the fantasy cell phone? Does that exist?
The hollow
Like, could I have a picture?
holo transmitter. Yeah, if you can pull out your holo
Nice.
transmitter.
Nice.
I pull out my holo transmitter and I flip through approximately 25 pictures of me shirtless, and then, because it's me. And I'll show you a picture of my dad, who's I'll describe him. I gotta scroll down though. He uses he any pronouns. Was a professor. He's kind of like, I think, also a satyr, but kind of has that like zany professor vibe. A little short.
Mhm.
Just a guy.
Okay. I'm gonna practice out loud. Professor, calling on behalf of Caster. Herbert was murdered. We think gambling debts are involved. Do you have any additional information besides owing a lot of money to... I lost...
Vinyavi.
Vinyavi. Your child is fine.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a strong finish.
That's
Okay.
great. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, yeah. Then I do those extra words for sending. And if there's any room left, I'll say, this is Tigan Longhold.
You get a message back that says, "At first, I thought this was a prank call, but Tigan, I know you would never agree to it. Yes, there was a lot of debts. I'm sorry to hear about Herbert. Tell my son not to run into any fights. I'll look into it from my end. Thank you." And that's it.
Your father said there were a lot of debts, didn't give me any specifics, did say, they'd look into it, but also said, tell my son not to get into any fights.
I'm not gonna answer that. Yeah, what are they gonna do, She can't get on the train to stop me.
Okay, I forgot. Miller forgot that I have a spell that may be useful. But Roman's gonna say, so, I might possibly be able to read minds just for like it's the tech thoughts.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. It's but like it might work, it might not work. It depends on like how like like how strong they are mentally. But if one I can go with one of you guys I talked with Vinyevi if we want, and I can cast it and see. And if I get past, I can like if their mental fortitude is worse than mine, you have like a minute to ask questions and I just see the thoughts.
Oh, sick.
I also have something that could possibly potentially help make sure that the Navy fails.
Whoa. I know I was gonna talk to Katie, but I also know that Vinyevi plays poker with my dad, so like if we want me to talk to Vinyevi, I can do that. I don't know how we're feeling. I could probably try and get something out of them.
Yeah.
Him.
Maybe we just all go talk to Vinyevi together.
Yeah, I think that's a great
Sure.
idea.
Just everybody as a group.
Yeah?
Right as you're agreeing to talk to go talk to Vinyevi all together, the lights in the cabin go out.
I immediately cast light.
Smart.
Thank you.
There's light in your room now. The lights go out, light comes in your room, and you hear a shout. And a get off me! From down, it sounds like it's coming from Carrion.
Run!
No!
Run! Save them! Save them!
35 movement speed, booking it out of there.
Same.
You get there, you, definitely, like, trip over, like, somebody in the hallway as you're scattering, and the lights flick back on, and, Carrion is on the ground. Everybody's kind of, like, poking their heads out, like, people are in the hallway, and he's got a big, wound on the back of his head. He's holding it. He's alive.
Bonus action. Fuck, what's it called? Balm of the Summer Court. Gonna give 2d6 HP back.
All right.
Nice,
you see
nice.
it close up a little bit. Goes
6 HP.
perfect. Someone attacked me from behind. I was getting up to stretch my legs. You see him kind of shoot a glance over at Sarah, being like, I just want to make sure everyone was still okay. And when I came into the hallway, I don't know, somebody hit me and the lights
Can we look
went out.
around? You said people, like, poke their heads out. Is anybody unaccounted for?
And we tripped over
Everybody.
somebody?
You did, in the hallway.
I had light.
Yeah, so next to your room is Katie. You kind of like tripped over her as she just opened the door in the hallway. But yeah, everybody is kind of looking out or gathered in the hallway. It's by the time the lights kind of flicked on, everyone, like even with your light, by the time you got everybody like kind of accounted for, everyone is in this hallway because there's not a lot of room to travel. Sorry for causing such a fuss. And Sarah kind of bends down and like scoops him up and is like, I'll just bring him back to my room. Make sure he's all good.
Do that.
And Vinyevi's like, good idea. Alright, and kind of closes the door after them.
Really quick before they leave, out of an abundance of caution, can I insight check? Carry on.
Absolutely. Make an insight check.
Okay, dice.
Come
Listen.
on.
You got this. You got this.
I have proficiency in insight. This is the one thing I'm good at.
Is anybody else
Thank
making an
you.
inside Oh, sweet. Yes.
No, I've got it. I did so good.
Yeah.
24.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Did something.
Seems genuinely to be very kind of disconcerted about what happened, and it hurt. It doesn't look like it's, a makeup wound or anything, like genuinely out of it from a head wound.
Okay, cool. I give the group a little subtle, like...
Vinyavi kind of turns and goes, alright, I want doors locked. No one should be going in and out anymore. I don't like this. Where was everybody? Where are the four of you?
In the room with the dead guy?
Room.
We were together.
Oh, no, that's so true. We were in the room with the dead guy.
Yeah.
We
tripped over Katie on the way, so she can attest.
That's also true.
Katie, it's true. They did bump into me a little bit.
Yeah, why were you out in the hallway, Katie?
I heard a yell. Why were you out in the hallway? I presume the same reason.
Yeah, we heard a yell as well.
Yeah. Golly.
And where were you,
Yeah.
Is now a time to cast Detect Thoughts?
Yes.
We're gonna be fine.
Let's do it. It's okay. I have some.
He's not going anywhere unless he gets murdered, and then he didn't do it probably. So
yeah, let's cast a little Detect Thoughts then. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Wait, okay,
Alright.
just clarifying. Detect thoughts. Put a Member Rules Layer hat on. You can get surface level thoughts without a save.
Yes.
If you want to pry deeper, they have to make a save, but then they
save is?
know. Yes,
Yeah.
but then they know that you're casting it.
Okay.
If you don't pry deeper, they don't know you're casting it.
Sick.
So it's up
Awesome.
to you.
I'll first see surface level.
That felt important.
Okay.
Am I allowed to do
Yeah.
first see surface level and then be like, ooh, I wanna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sit. Okay, cool.
Vinyavi kind of looks taken aback, and in his head you kind of hear, like, what's this cat doing? Like, is just kind of pissed. He's like, fair. I was in my room. I was just getting ready to call it a night. No one was there with me, but that's where I was.
Insight check.
With the surface level thoughts, you hear him say, God, I was just on the edge of sleep too. Like, being very sleepy. Roll your insight.
8.
higher than 8. I
He
got a 15.
He's definitely got eye bags and is looking tired.
I think Tygan says, "What do you know about debts and our boss?" Well,
Because right now, but
Guys.
I know what you know. I know what you know about debts. But I'd like to know what you know about debts and our boss.
Excuse me?
Oh god. What am I hearing now?
We were just wondering, since the esteemed Herbert has some gambling issues, if you would know anybody that might have snuck onto the train and tried to deal with Herbert because of the debt. And we know that you gamble with Herbert because Castor's dad and stuff. So we thought you might have some insights onto that. Yeah.
But before he answers, so Detect Thoughts lasts for a minute, and I'm sure in the middle of Tygan's rambling, if the minute probably ended, but like halfway through, what did I
it was
hear?
really concise. It was really quick and
Okay.
concise for once.
Okay.
Because he understands Detect Thoughts as well. He just doesn't
Sick.
have it.
You can totally get to kind of the end of this answer before, and we'll have Detect Thoughts up for sure. Kind of says, I don't mean to speak ill of the dead, but it's true. Had racked up quite an amount. As for anybody sneaking on the train, I don't know how that would be possible. Unless we want to do a search of everybody's room here on our own without security, I don't see how it would be possible that somebody could snuck on board. I'll say with your surface level thoughts, you would know that, like, is thinking a lot about, it's like a couple 100,000 gold that Herbert owes Vinyabi.
Oh, shit.
100,000?
Oh, wow.
Fuck.
Okay. Cool. I'll put that in the back of my head. Cool, yeah. I'm not gonna go further. I think knowing that I'm now like, what are your thoughts, is not gonna be a good look for any of us. So.
Perfect. Kind of turns and gives you all a nod and slams the door shut. Still in the hallway are Katerina, Reginald, and Katie. We're all kind of talking to each other in hushed, concerned voices.
I have observant, I can read lips. Can I try to get a vibe on what that conversation's about?
You have observant?
Yeah.
What? You?
Yeah.
The hippo has observant?
Yes, I do. I'm
Oh, I
a
love
politician's son. I am nosy. And I get
I
bored
think
very
that's-
easily.
You know what?
I
That's
love
fair.
that. I
I
love
love
that.
A good character choice.
Thank you.
You see that Katie is like, I don't know, it's just, I heard the yell and I opened the door and, you know, everything happened so fast. Did you see anything? And Reginald is like, oh, I was in my room and it just kind of, you know, same thing. I heard the shout, the lights were out. It was chaos. I mean, I hate to admit it, but I was even scared for myself, Katerina. Katerina goes, right, I mean, I was, like, a little concerned, but I don't know, it was an alarming thing to hear, that's for sure. But,
Oh, sorry.
no, that's it.
Quick question. Is Reginald still moving weird? Just for my own.
Yeah, still moving a
Okay.
little weird.
I'll lean into the group and go, they're exchanging alibis. All of them were in their room. It's very common. We were all in our rooms, so.
Yeah, it's almost like we were told to be there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which, by the way, separating into confined rooms where no one can see your heroes, maybe not like the best. Like, I don't mean to undermine the Minister of
that
Defense.
wasn't good.
It's kind of dumb. It's like a bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree,
maybe.
yeah.
Maybe we all should have been in like one kind of open space.
Uh-huh.
Although that would have
Yeah.
made it harder for me to have.
So true.
For us to investigate, yeah. Maybe we should go suggest that, though, now that we're done.
Yes.
Well, is there anyone
Yeah.
else we want to talk to first?
I mean,
I could
There-
still talk to Katie.
I think
and maybe
that might be
Katerina.
good. Yes.
I can talk to Katerina, yeah.
I think Katie might be a good idea because you said that Katie's alibi was like who was the first person in the room who found? Do we know who the first person in the room was who found
We found Carrier.
Clarion? Yeah.
Everybody kind of, yeah, you,
Okay.
like, everybody kind of ran out at the same time.
Gotcha.
So it's hard to tell who the first person was.
Never mind then. Yeah, we should just they're here. We should just talk to them.
Really quick, should we like look for the weapon that they used to hit? Carry on.
Yes. Oh my god.
I feel like that might be good.
Yeah. Yes.
Start looking.
Everybody make me investigation checks.
Woo.
I excel at these motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's like every time there's an investigation, VJ celebrates and I cringe. And then every time there's a perception, I celebrate and VJ cringes.
It's a good
20
balance.
A 25.
25?
I also got a 25 minus 20. So 5.
I was like, how the fuck did you get that?
I got a 6.
I got a 19.
Nice.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Investigative homies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tegan, as you're looking around, you notice that it's really loud in here. Like usually the trains are pretty quiet. But you look and you notice one of the windows is slightly open. Not maybe quite enough. It's wide enough for like a small humanoid to maybe sneak in or out. But somebody opened a window.
Are you pointing that out to the rest of us?
Okay. This is a wild theory.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first, the window is open.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that sound? It shouldn't be open. Wide enough for a small.
Oh.
Exactly. Wide enough for a small.
Sticking my head out and looking out the window.
It's very disconcerting because you're on like the inside of the donut planet, so you're like, when you look out, you're like looking kind of upside down, a little bit. But yeah, it's the, kind of the normal countryside right now, and you're passing through like quiet farmland.
Who of the people on the train fit the description of small humanoid? Obviously not Taz. Fuck. Obviously not Tygan. Jesus Christ. Should've picked a not T name.
People who would fit. Katie is small. Sarah's small. Yeah, those two are like they're a human and a half elf, but they're very slight. Can maybe wiggle their way with enough.
Okay. So, a couple of options here. Katie and Sarah, although wouldn't make a lot of sense given how quickly this whole thing happened of them being in the. Although, a third option. A changeling. I mean, I can shift down and I get smaller version of myself, a much shorter version of myself, and then back up.
And I can also change into small animals, so it's it's possible that somebody has the ability to change into things that are not based in their heritage.
That's right.
What do we know? Because, like, Katie's a nature activist. Have we heard anything about druidy shenanigans?
Ooh.
You want to rub elbows about it if you want to go ask about it, but nothing off the top of your head.
Okay. All right, I might do that when I go talk. Maybe she'll just tell me because we're such good friends and I'm so likable. Who's to say?
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to talk to Katie, I'm going to talk to Kellaran.
And
so.
Do the two of you want to go talk to Vinyavi about the maybe not keeping everybody separate?
Yeah,
Yes.
we will.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, also, his thoughts, super normal and not... I think he was almost about to fall asleep when the attack happened. So
are we?
Yeah, what? Yeah, what's up?
Are we sure it's connected? Like, maybe the attack is different from the murder. We don't know what Kerrigan does in their free time. Maybe this was a completely different situation.
Yeah.
It's true. There could just be like a lot of bad blood on this train.
The odds aren't likely on that, but I had to put.
You never know.
Let's focus on solving the murder, and like attack is like the secondary thing that we're also working on in the background.
I think that's a very good idea.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. I'm gonna cast. I think when we go, I'll do detect thoughts again when we talk to Vinyavi, as we're talking about.
You gonna go deeper this time?
If you said you might be able to help me with,
Yes.
then yeah, I would.
It doesn't guarantee that it'll work, but it will make it more likely to. And out of character, silvery barbs. I'm gonna cast silvery barbs on the motherfucker.
I also have that.
Thanks.
Good spell. I always take it.
Yep.
Alright. Go team.
Go.
Hands in.
Oh, my hand was already hidden. Sorry.
We're doing something different this time. Okay.
Okay.
Solving my grandfather's murder on 3. Ready. 1, 2, 3.
Solving my
grandfather's murder.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Katie.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Good luck.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Mhm. Good luck, Kaya.
Thank you,
right.
Romeo.
Romeo, do you like Haya? as we get out of earshot.
So long story short, we are exes. Oh, don't gasp like that.
It's new information that I was not expecting you to be saying to me. And
Well,
he
I
pulls
feel
out a
like-
book.
Oh, okay, no.
No.
Why? No.
Rips it up.
Thank you.
Sorry. I take a little notes.
It's okay. I
Sorry.
understand. But say, at the beginning of this, I got a secret from you. Now you got a little secret from me. Yeah. I don't think Kaya likes me that much anymore. So. And listen, I did take this job to make sure that Kaya didn't like. I came along to help her.
Well, the first thing I want to say to that is if Haya doesn't like you anymore, that's her loss. You're a very likable person.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Second, so I read a lot. And one of my second cousins or whatnot, is a therapist and has penned a number of like books and articles about it. I'm wondering, are you enabling behavior from Haya that is probably not the best thing in the world? And also, do you think maybe Haya knows that you're going to keep doing that? Well, I'm guessing she probably does know that and is like using you in the situation.
I mean, I would like to think that they wouldn't. I probably am enabling some bad behavior though. But I would like to think that they wouldn't use me like that. And even if they are, you know what? That's why I came on this trip, to make sure Kaya didn't, rip up any important papers, which
Do you think that's healthy for you?
What a great question. Let's go find the guy to talk to.
Okay. Just lets it go.
All right. We are going to start off with Castor. What are you up to, bud?
Is Katie still in the hallway, or did Katie go back to the room?
Katie's back in the room.
Okay, excellent. That's what I was hoping. I'll kind of I'll just give a very gentle knock on the door.
Hello?
Wait, I'm so sorry. Before we start this, I have a question because I cannot shake the idea of it. I think it's so funny. Do I know anything about Katie? Like, is she married? Can I play the I'm hot angle? What's the deal? I just feel like I need to know what's available to me. What's the deal?
I don't think Katie is married. No.
Nice. Okay, that's I'll file that one away. Great. Hey. Sorry, it's Castor. Would you mind coming to the door?
Kind of opens the door. What can I do for you, Castor?
Hey. Sorry, I know things are kind of crazy. Can I come in? I just kind of wanted to talk to someone like of a like mind. You seem to be on the same page as me, so.
What page is that?
I'm gonna kind of like nod towards the door where Herbert is in and look and kind of just like roll my eyes. Go, and at the same time, I'm gonna say, just the way we feel about certain individuals on the train. I don't mean to speak ill, but just,
Yeah, come on in.
Nice. Yeah, immediately walking into the room, can I just like take a very casual peek? Anything seem weird? Any like bloody, heavy objects on the ground? Cover more bases here.
Make a perception check.
Cool. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Thank you so much. It's a natural 20!
Finally! Oh my gosh!
Holy shit!
Okay,
Uh-huh.
let's see. With a natural 20,
Mm-hmm.
I will say, you don't notice any blunt force weapons covered in blood.
Sure.
However, as you go in, there's every cabin has a tiny little bathroom, right? I'll say the door to her bathroom is a little ajar, and in the sink you catch.
No, it's a door. It's not little ajar.
Boo! Tomato.
Wow.
You notice that there is a drop of blood in the sink.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna write that down before I forget. Drop of blood in the sink. Okay, great. I'm gonna pretend like I don't see that, and I'm gonna kind of just like lean very casually up against one of the walls and fold my arms and go. So I don't mean to bug you. I just everyone out there is like high as all talking about like their grandpa who was so good and like everyone, and I can't pretend. Like I can't. I'm having trouble mourning the kind of guy who wouldn't even bring up a dead farmer. It was in the speech. Did you know that? There was a line in the speech, and he skipped it.
You're kidding.
No. Why would I? I would never lie. Please. I just...
I actually met your mother once. Lovely person.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just, like, she's got to be careful, like, on the outside, right? Because, like, everyone has opinions about what they could be, but I just, between us, like, she's totally on your side. They agree with you. They're, like, trying to push things under the table, but,
Oh, really? Okay, that's good to know, because, this is, like, the 5th budgetary meeting I've been to. Trying to, make a case for, like, using more natural pesticides could actually save money in the long run. And so, I think what's a better time to, show up and show Herbert that I know what I'm talking about and, like, am good for him if it's, when he's trying to ask for more money.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing with Herbert, everything was about money. And just, like, never talked about, like, what's better for the environment. And, but I mean, I know, you get that. And hey, like, I don't mean to, maybe it's good someone like that's out of the way. I hate to say it. I know how it sounds, but make way for some new ideas in here.
Well, I guess it will all depend on who fills the shoes next, right? They're just as bad or even worse. I don't know.
From what I heard, it's the Navy's brother.
No.
That's
Danny?
what I heard. I don't know. Yep.
We went to college together.
Did you? What'd you think? I mean, like, Vanavia, I'm a little iffy about, but, like, I don't know their brother very well.
I mean, all Danny ever wanted to do was, like, play sports. He wasn't ever really interested in politics like you.
Yeah, sports.
But, eventually kind of came around to our side of things and wanted to make the world a better place. And
oh, good.
Actually, I think went back to school for agronomy. I could be wrong, but I think agronomy.
Yeah. Here's the thing, James doesn't know what agronomy is, so I think there's no fucking way in hell Castor does.
Agronomy is like this study of planting and farming and stuff.
Cool. Thank God. Okay, great. Thank you. Wow, really? I mean, like, good for him. Really, like, getting a new lease. So, hey, maybe he'll be a good fit. Maybe I judged too fast.
I don't know. I'm still suspicious. Not saying that somebody can't turn over a new leaf, but man, was he annoying. Ugh.
Yeah.
Always going on and on about the Miriam games and wanting to win.
What's that? That sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, it does. It's just people competing and in sport. It's not for any reason. It's not for a purpose. It's just to show off.
Yeah, no, you're so true. Sorry, I had to see how much fucking silver straight I have. I rolled really good. Yeah, I mean, like, well, I don't understand why you would go do that when you could be, like, in politics helping thing, you know?
Exactly.
That's why, like, I really value my role as to the relationship with the community that I have. So,
What's your role? Sorry, say that again.
the community relations intern.
I can see how you would be perfect for that. I mean, you come from such a smart family and so outgoing, outspoken.
Yeah, I mean, you know me. It's me and the family. Same ideals. Same thoughts about everything.
Right.
So, hey, listen, I know this is kind of I feel like we really get each other. I mean, who do you think did this, right? Like, I can't figure out who to keep my eye on because there's so many.
Okay, I mean, until I thought it would have been Carry-On, right? Like, they just seem so, like, they've got in that huge fight years ago with Herbert.
I heard about that.
Got them dismissed. Like, I don't know. They're just, I don't know. I have my doubts, but now I don't know anymore. I was thinking maybe the ex-wife who works for Reginald.
Yeah.
What's her name again? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna feel so terrible tomorrow when I see her and I don't remember her name. Katerina, yes!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I heard a rumor.
Did you?
But, I mean, they had a very public, messy divorce, right?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
everyone knew what was going on. But, took the, I heard she only took the position with Reginald, to like, scorn her ex-husband because they hated each other, and she doesn't even need to work with the amount of money she got in their divorce settlement.
Sure. Wow, that's wild. All right. Whew. I mean, there's gotta if you're willing to do that, I imagine there's got to be some bad blood there, for sure.
Right?
Maybe. Yeah. Can I insight check?
Absolutely, make an insight check.
Cool. Come on. Hey, that's really good. That's 25.
I think you would get from Katie that celebrity gossip and like gossip about famous people is like one of her favorite things on the planet. And so like followed this a lot, and also like has been mad at Herbert in the past, so definitely believes everything that she's saying about like this messy divorce and Katerina like coming in to steal some power from like is all about believing that like Katerina's doing this for scorn and maybe even to kill.
Okay, cool. Wow, that I just gotta say, I know that we're like across the hall. If you need anything, you just come let me know, okay? Because like I really feel like, like I mean they're not bad over there. It's just they all feel really like good about Herbert and they miss him, and it's just it's hard for me to pretend,
I get that. Well, okay, say hi to your mother for me once we're doing this, and if you need anything at all, I'm right here. So you just let me know.
Just super quick. I know this sounds kind of weird. Would you mind if I used your bathroom? I'm kind of nervous, with all the like sneaking around and stuff. I'm a little nervous about like going into isolated places by myself. And I'd feel better to know that an ally is in the other room. Would you mind? Just like real quick.
Go ahead. Yeah, of course. Use the bathroom.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I'm gonna go in, close the door, try and find the root of this blood anywhere. Or path.
Okay.
Is there anything?
I will say that make an investigation check first.
Okay, come on, dice. We can do this.
Should be a fucking politician. What the fuck?
That's so good, James.
Thank you. That's not bad. 12.
As you're looking around, this is a pretty sparse thing. You see, like, below the sink, there's like a little place to store. Don't really see anything in there. It just looks like a drop of blood kind of on the counter, and that like the rest of it got washed away. I will say, as when you leave to go out, you will notice that when she like opens the door to like let you out, you do notice that she has a little cut like right here.
Okay, I'll kind of clock and go, oh, hey, are you okay? You're like bleeding a little. You didn't get hurt, did you?
Oh, it's fine. You know. Oh no. Hello.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm gonna go to break screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
Am I
Hello?
here?
hello? I need you to know your sound never cut out, so we had a very fun bonding moment.
Good. I couldn't tell. Hello?
No, you're good,
Hello?
you're good.
Hello? Okay. Oh, it's... You know, I didn't want to make a big fuss of it, but
Sure.
when I got knocked into, when y'all were running to see what happened to Carry-On, I just kind of, like, hit the door frame a little hard, and I think there was just, like, a splinter or something. But it's really no big deal. I don't
Are you
want
sure?
any
Do you
of
want me
you
to
to
look
feel
at it?
bad. No, it's fine.
Can
Thank you
I-
so much.
I don't think I need to insight check this, but just to be safe, can I insight check that?
Make an insight check.
All right, Dice, listen, we're on a pretty good streak, and I'd love if we didn't break it now. Oh my god, that rolled forever, but it's okay, it's good. It's, what's my insight? Nope, I can't do math. 17.
Seems to be... Not only it seems to be telling the truth, but also, like, it looks pretty recent, like it happened in the
Okay.
past little bit.
Cool. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry about that. And like, if you need anything at all, just let me know. I hope
Yeah,
it feels
same
better.
to you.
Sorry about that. The
Yeah.
dark kind of scrambled
Okay.
everybody. So,
Yeah, of course.
all right, you hang in there. I'll kind of like put a hand on her shoulder and give it a little squeeze and go. If you need anything, you hang in there, okay? Just right across the hall.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
Thanks, you too. Close the door. Fast walk back to the room.
Perfect. All right. We're gonna cut over to Haya.
Hiya.
Haya. What are you up to?
I want to go find Katarina.
All right. Perfect. Head on over to her room. Hello. Come in.
Hi.
Haya, I thought I would be hearing from you. Please come in. I'm so sorry.
I am also sorry. I know, sometimes relationships end and, they don't end cleanly. So, I am also sorry for your loss.
Yes. Thank you. Though I think yours is felt a bit more deeply than mine, but thank you nonetheless.
You know, he didn't tell me much about you and your relationship. I tried to get information, but it's quite private when it came to you.
Well, as I'm sure you've heard, we didn't end on the best of terms.
No, I didn't know that. What happened?
Oh. Well, darling, don't you read? It was everywhere for a while.
Oh, it was probably very little and like non-existent at the time.
Right. It was, I had always been a little bit interested in politics myself and just kind of wanted to know more. And it wasn't that he didn't think I could do it. Just the more involved I got, the more we started to butt heads. And, it's hard to keep secrets from a partner. And so when we both have, political it was just too much and it got nasty. But now I have a job I enjoy where I can be in the mix of things from time to time without having to hold on to treacherous secrets any longer. But,
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you?
Of course, darling.
I'm really worried about this whole thing. I don't know if you knew, but my grandfather was in a lot of debt to a lot of people.
I figured that might still be the case.
Has it been something that you're familiar with as well?
Yes, it wasn't a huge problem back when we were married, but it was beginning to be a concern, if you know what I mean. Now,
I'm afraid, if somebody is willing to come and kill him over these debts, then do they expect us to pay them for him? And we don't have the money to do that. And what's going to happen to us?
I don't think anyone would expect that from you. I would say don't worry about it until we are safe and off this train.
It's hard not to worry about it when there might be a murderer here,
I know. But listen, we should, do what the Navy says and, keep our doors locked and we'll make it through the night just fine. Carrion supposedly got hurt because they were wandering around the corridor. That's not safe. We should stay hidden, stay out of the corridor, stay in our rooms, and doors locked. No one can get us that way, right?
Are you close to the Navy?
We've met, about the same amount of, at the budgetary meetings here and there, and, hobnobbing, with other...
Okay. Thank you for listening to my worries. Just one more question. Do you have any idea who might have done it?
I am not the type to cast blame. But I have to say, the way Sarah was quick to rush up and, scoot away, Carrion was a little suspicious, don't you think? I mean, of course, I have no idea what motive for murder she might have, but kind of rushed to potentially clear up any evidence of a head-banging incident, don't you think?
Yeah, maybe.
Alright. Get some sleep.
As I'm heading out, can I just do a quick scan? I want to do an insight check kind of for that whole conversation.
Yeah.
And a quick scan of the room.
Do both. Insight check first.
Cool. Insight 16.
Katarina has the most church basement lady effect you've ever seen, where everything sounds super nice and sweet and kind, but you can tell there is a lot she is not
Passive aggression.
saying.
It's my Steve Bonnet impression.
Yes, perfect. It was stunning. Never change.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of only saying kind things, and hiding a lot of things. Also, I think with a 16, I'll also tell you that she does not suspect Sarah.
Okay.
She was just throwing it out there.
Throwing it out there as in just wanting to say someone, or as in she suspects someone else and she doesn't want to tell me?
I'm gonna say with a 16, you
It's hard
can't
to tell.
quite tell. Yeah.
Okay. And then, I got a 21 for perception.
As you're looking around, you notice that, her suitcase is still packed. She's wearing the outfit she came aboard on. It's been a couple hours. It looks like everything is still in her suitcase and unpacked. There's nothing out. Everything's packed away neatly.
I'll kind of, as I'm leaving, turn around. You can get comfortable, right?
Yeah. Kind of looks at the suitcase. Yes, I know. It's just with the flurry of activity it's been going on, I haven't quite had the time. Been rather busy.
You've always been such a fashion inspiration for me. Can I?
Stop.
What'd you bring? Do you bring any cool outfits? Anything new up and coming I should be aware of?
Well, I do have this fantastic pastel pink pantsuit that I was planning to wear tomorrow, but I don't want to show you. You have to experience it.
Come on, just like a little taste? Maybe just the shoes? Or an accessory?
The shoes I can... okay. Kind of goes over. You notice that she does kind of try to purposefully angle herself in front of the suitcase so that you can't get a good look inside.
Oh, Bestie Mara, I would love to try.
Absolutely. Make an investigation with disadvantage as you're trying to see what's in there, and she's blocking your view.
Oh my god. Alright. I just need to roll 2 natural 20s?
Yeah,
you can do this.
Perfect. I didn't roll 2 natural 20s. I rolled 1 natural 20 and a 17. So a 15.
Alright. You notice, you catch it as she turns around to show you the shoes of the outfit. There is not enough clothing packed in here for how long she's supposed to be here. There's only 2 or 3 outfits, and you're here for you're supposed to be on this trip for a week and a half.
Interesting. I don't know what that means, but it's interesting.
Murder mysteries!
Lloyd! I'll fawn over the shoes. Oh my gosh, those are just stunning, literally to die for. Sorry, was that in poor taste? Anyway, I should probably get going. Thank you. I look forward to seeing the pantsuit. Be safe, okay?
You too. Alright, take care. Closes the door.
And I will run back.
Alright. Alright. Come on, brain. Return to me. Alright, Tygan and Romeo, what are you doing?
Oh no, I was like, go ahead. That was one.
I think as we're walking, and doing message in your head now with this, what if there's more than one person involved? What if, because, okay, Carry On loathing, could hate Herbert, Sarah looting, Binyavi, well, in all the books I've read, it doesn't really pay to kill someone that owes you money because you can never get your money back, so that might be a little bit more iffy, but there is a looting aspect to that. Katarina loathing because of, divorce and things run high. Reginald also loathing, used to be in there's
a lot of loathing going on here.
There's a lot of loathing going on here.
Wasn't a well-liked dude, and I don't think that bears well to us trying to solve a mystery about who killed him.
But the and everybody, I think everybody has some loathing. I think maybe not the 4 of us. I don't know.
I mean, I was pretty indifferent to the man.
I would get frustrated when I'd have a perfectly crafted speech and then he would just ad-lib some parts. I'm like, no, I did research and here are the beats. I listen, I might have a hard time understanding and communicating sometimes with others and knowing when to stop, but all of my reading has made me very good at at finding the right emotional beats when it comes to delivering a speech. And I went to school for this on top of like other things, of course. And so like that did kind of that was a pet peeve, but like not enough to kill the guy. But yeah, the real question is, if it's 2 or more people, 3 probably, because that's what it usually is at most in all the books I've read, both fiction and nonfiction. So just like, so you don't think I'm just getting this from like
I
made up
trust
things.
You are very smart.
Thank you. But yeah, what if like there are like 3 people that could be involved in?
Okay, who could they be? Who's at the top?
Okay, so part of me is like, part of me thinks Sarah and Carrion are not involved. However, they could be and just have an excellent alibi for each other. Carrion could have somehow known that I wasn't Sarah. There are ways to tell that. Magical means, of course. Not that I picked up on that. Maybe I should have tried to check in on that a little bit harder. Anyway, or imagine this. Imagine this. Katie for the loathing. Sarah for the money.
Okay.
Katarina for the loathing. And Carrion as a fall person.
Sounds like K sounds going on here.
Yeah, lots of K sounds. Yes. I don't think that has any relevance to the theory, but if Sarah is involved, but Carrion is not, then Sarah is involving Carrion in some way, and the only way I can think is to be the fall person for this. Although it could be a double blind, right? Everybody stops suspecting Carrion because of the injury, but then something comes up that points it to Carrion, and that's like, oh, Carrion faked it, but really, Carrion's being set up. And all of this, of course, this is back and forth in message as we walk to.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this out loud. It could be. I don't know. These are all. I don't have any actual evidence for any of this. It could be a completely different arrangement of people. It could be somebody that's not even actually a part of the people that we work with or on the train. It could literally be an assassin that was hired to do this. Like,
who knows? And so Romeo the entire time is just like listening. Like, yes, yes, I see where you're going. Yes, But no, actually is very interested in what Tigan is saying. To be like, oh, okay, yes, it could be like that. What? He's a very good listener. But yeah, and then so we're just making our way to. Why am I blanking on his name again?
I just want to say, out of character, some of this rambling is due to James's insight as well.
I'm playing a stupid man, but I have many thoughts.
Okay.
Can't hear you.
Yeah.
Vinyavi, that's where you're headed, you said? Or where did you go somewhere else? Vinyavi?
Yeah, Vinyavi.
Okay. Yeah, doors closed. Knock if you would like.
Hey, wait, what's the game plan? Right as you knock. Right as you knock. You hear the message in your head, what's the game plan? And then...
You talk our thoughts.
Opens the door. I thought I made it clear that everyone was to stay in their own rooms.
Okay, but here's the thing. We thought that might actually be kind of a bad idea, simply for the fact that if everybody's in their individual rooms, besides the 4 of us, what if somebody gets hurt and there's no witnesses? Maybe if there's like a place that is where we can all be in the same place together. I'm not sure how big our room is, but with a couple of beds and whatnot, that way if anybody went missing or if somebody got hurt, we'd be there to witness it in the first place. And everybody would have an alibi unless they snuck off and did something weird.
It's definitely better than leaving other people alone. You know, leaving everyone to their own devices without anyone else there, without any other witnesses or people watching over them. That's how the past 2 events happened.
So, let me get this straight. There's a murder, and you're proposing a slumber party so everyone stays safe. Is that about the whole deal?
Essentially, yeah.
Yes.
We could take watches.
You just want people to line up in the hallway? What is
I mean, is there not somewhere that we all could sleep in? How big is our room? And I'm actually turning, and I say that aloud and I think about it. If we move stuff around, could we fit everybody in there?
So there's like a total of like 6 beds for like bunks. You could probably fit, there's 4 of you. You could fit 2 others on one of the bunks. Maybe a couple, like, and then just have everybody else, like, maybe drag a mattress onto the floor. You could double up in some bunks.
Yeah.
Yes. So a lot of people could actually fit in our room. We just have to move some things around, figure out where the bunk situation is. But pulling out some mattresses and putting in there, we'd all be in one place. Everybody would still be able to sleep on a mattress and a sheet, and it would be fine. And then we take watches. And then yes, if anything were to happen, we'd know. Assuming that the killer doesn't have any capabilities to like mass like kill us, such as a fireball or whatnot, we should be fine.
Actually, not a bad idea.
Thank you.
Alright, I'll tell you what. You get your room set up, and I will go and check in, see where everybody is at. That's something they want to do.
Oh.
Would it?
Yes.
Would it be suspicious if it's something they don't want to do? Or would it just be kind of a standard, like, I like to sleep in myself? What if some of them like to sleep in the nude, and that's really why they don't want to come sleep with us?
No, that's okay.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. You're all good. I think it would be suspicious if they don't, especially if we say it's for a safety reason and it's like for like taking a precaution. So I think we should keep an eye out for them if they don't want to do that.
Alright. Fine. Sure.
Detect thoughts. Let's go.
Are you going deep?
We'll see.
Surface level thoughts is just like, I can't believe I'm about to let these children talk me into dragging my mattress to sleep on the floor of their room. Like, is so pissed that it makes sense. So mad about it. Is mostly thinking about, like, God, my back's gonna hurt in the morning. I'm gonna have this to deal with. It's gonna be a headache.
Maybe we should give him a
swear to God, if Reginald snores. Like, just a lot of grumpy thoughts.
Incredible. I will be digging deeper.
And as my companion does that, I'll like look over, but yes, do you have a preference for what type of bed you would like to be using? There's a verbal component to Silvery Barbs, and the text says that you distract a creature. So my verbal component is like, hey, do you have actually a preference for what you would like to be sleeping on? We could definitely give you a bed. I know that some people probably have like different like body aches and whatnot, and I'm actually perfectly fine to be sleeping on the floor, even if it's without a mattress. You know, I might not look it, but my family and I, we do a lot of camping and going out in nature and doing things, kind of getting in with our like lion aspect, as some people would like to look at us and think, which is a little bit weird and probably and kind of offensive to some of my other family members, but it just is rambling on to distract.
All right.
To give disadvantage.
Yes. I'm making this save with disadvantage. Is it wisdom, right? For detect thoughts, a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
You're so good.
And I'm gonna give Miller, I'm gonna give you the advantage for the next time that you need it.
Thank you.
How's a nat 1?
It's gonna fail. Yeah, let's dig deeper. Let's go.
Fuck.
Fuck. Okay. Let me pull up my notes.
Oh, did the DM just say fuck? This
I know,
bodes.
that's a good sign, huh?
This bodes well for us.
He's thinking, I'm gonna murder these two in 10 minutes.
He's thinking, I can't believe I murdered someone an hour ago.
What you pick up as you press deeper is a lot of fear about the situation. Not guilt about it. However, you are picking up this thought of like, what if I'm next? They're thinking about a lot of the less than great things Vinyevi has done to maintain power. Bribes, working behind the scenes, and thinking about how Herbert has done the same, and is for the first time maybe in his life actually considering that somebody could get him. It's deep paranoia. And as that thought comes to you, that's where we're going to end today's session. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming along on this journey. It's been a delight. We'll see you back here not next week. Next week is Dead Zone, but the Wednesday after to figure out who the moiter on the Kellaran Expresss is.
Who's the moiter?
See you there. Mwah.
Moida.
Moida. Everyone say
Moida.
Moida.
Moida.